Hey everyone, I'm very short. What the heck? Hang on. Huh. There we go. Enough haircut. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much, by the way. I was literally just outside in the kitchen making... I'm gonna get you guys to guess. This is not my regular cup of tea, a different one. But I was making it, and I hear this cheering sound from my computer. I ran in, and yeah, thank you very much. Paw5105, thanks for the subscription. I also saw that you were looking to submit a replay. But it's Earl Grey. It's not Earl Grey whiskey. But yeah, Paul, subscribers get preference. So I already have one replay sent in from a sub. So I'm going to be jumping into that one first. A guy called Alex. So I'll just be setting that up now in a second. In fact, hang on here. But you can, yeah, if you want to send one in, send a replay in. I'll look at yours next. So yeah, there we go. But yeah, we're gonna jump into Alex first. I'm just gonna chat to you guys for like a minute, but yeah. Cool stuff. You meant to subscribe weeks ago if it makes any difference? No, it's cool, man. It's cool. Actually, the blinds are open. That's why the side of my face is so bright. But yeah, I got a new haircut. What you guys think? Is it good? I hope it's good. This is not Alex the Pro G. He's like, Nubkegs, please. I just saw your Warrior stream. Please teach me how to play Warriors. That's what Alex. Oh, Alex is you. Oh, okay. That's hilarious. Okay, well, dude, we're gonna be looking at your thing. That's too good. Okay, well, perfect. Okay, before we dive into the replay. Okay, everyone is saying Earl Grey whiskey. It's not. Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's kind of the tea color. Oh, it's not gonna work because of a green screen. Hang on. I'll give you a literal... Bear with me 1 second. I clicked the wrong button. I'm an idiot. Hang on. If I turn off the green screen... Okay, come with me. Nub crotch. Nub phone. That's what it looks like. And yeah, that looks like a pile of shit in the bottom. It's supposed to be there. So that might help you out. If I had the green screen on, it wouldn't look like that. So what you guys think? Also... yeah, don't worry, Paul, don't worry. I'll call you Alex, that's probably more straightforward, but don't worry, Alex, it's cool. I'm gonna go through this stuff. Hey, Soul Sore. It's not hot whiskey with cloves, but that is an excellent idea. I might do that, I might take a break halfway through the stream, make a hot whiskey. I don't know how that interacts with your voice. I'm not sure, what are you supposed to drink when you're doing a lot of talking? Okay, so... Got a few ideas and a few little updates for you guys, especially guys who are into the streams. So, first of all, I talked to the Zola channel manager. So he is hopefully gonna be getting a cup of tea to be one of the channel emotes, which is fantastic. So you guys, for subscribers, of course, will be able to spam me with tea emotes whenever I mention tea. So that could be quite a lot of fun. I'm quite looking forward to that as an idea. Another update for you guys, in fact, let me link you the thing right here. Oh, fuck, that's the wrong fucking thing. I need to tweet this out, though. Okay, hang on. Hot water with lemon and honey tea, not quite. Oh, that you're suggesting what I should drink. Hot water with lemon and... Oh, that does sound really nice. Nubkegs tea emote coming soon. Here's a straw poll, guys. So, again, you can check that out. And this is, let me just show you so far. If I hop over here, we've got 7 votes come in already. This is what should I call my live stream channel. This is going to be on YouTube. Actually, Regula suggested this to me earlier. I think it's a really good idea. But basically, I'm going to talk to the Zola guys and figure out how it's going to work with the Zola content. But certainly for stuff I live stream on my channel, which I'm going to be trying to do more of moving forwards. Basically, I'm going to be putting up the VODs of the live streams up on this new channel and then focusing my own YouTube channel. You know, I put up quite a bit of live stream content on that. Try to move all of that live stream content onto the, for the most part, onto this new channel. And you guys can help me choose the name. What should I call the channel name? Nub Streams, Nub Live. Another one, and you can leave comments down below, I think with Facebook. Nub live streams, Nub VODs, So yeah, I'm just curious to see what you guys think. We got 8 votes so far. Nub Streams and Nub Live are winning. But basically, I'm gonna be plugging this over the course of the thing. I'm gonna talk to Regionalist afterwards, and we're gonna try sort this out and come up with some idea for what that's gonna be. And then I'm also gonna be starting into like a vlogging channel as well. I have an old channel called Nub Talks, which I think is linked on my YouTube page, but I'm gonna be boosting that up. And yeah, basically we'll end up with a bunch of like kind of channels under the Nub moniker, like Nub Kex, Nub Streams or Nub Live, whatever it's gonna be, Nub Talks, maybe Nub Plays for different games. So I'll probably do that through whatever this live stream channel is. Nub Kex Live, that could be an option as well. Soulsore, like leave all the options in the comments below. And basically over the course of this stream today, hopefully we'll come up with what we can call that. But yeah, I don't want to feel. We can talk more about that after the first game. Let's jump into one of the games here for people who are here for the games. And we'll see what we can make happen here. Okay, so watch solo, cool, load that up. And let's get going here. Don't vote in elections. It's a conspiracy. It's true. Nub Talks. Nub Talks is great. That's a very old channel. I need to update all that stuff. I think like the lighting is kind of stylish. You know, light half my face. Whoa. I think it's cool. Maybe. Nub Streams is the best. Yeah. But yeah, like again, basically one of my big ideas for this, Nub Politics. But one of my big ideas for this would be, well, hey, if we have like a channel for uploading live stream VODs, we could make like the regular, like the VODs here on Twitch be like a subscriber thing. I don't know if you guys have heard, but like there's this big like YouTube controversy at the moment with all the ads and the ad revenue like dropping, advertisers pulling out, and it's a bit of a mess. So kind of like a bit of financial fear going on. But like it would be one of the idea to get more subscribers and grow the community a bit more. Be like, say, okay, to watch the VODs on Twitch, you have to be a subscriber. I know a lot of channels do that. And then like with about a week delay or something, we could put all of the VODs for free up on like the Nub Live or the Nub VODs or Nub Streams channel, whatever it happens to be called. And so it'd be like a few days later, but you can get all the stuff for free, or you can get it straight away through being a subscriber. So subscriber benefits. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I'm a bit wary of that, but it's something I'm considering. I just like, again, Regis only suggested this to me. I need to also get into the game. Regis only suggested this to me earlier on today, like literally a couple of hours ago while I was getting my haircut. So I haven't thought about it too much, but I'm just throwing all these ideas around my head and thinking about like the business and just growing it and all this sort of stuff. Don't need VODs if you watch live. That's true, Bert Nacho. Nub the Day 9 wannabe. Thank you so much for that, Badger. I'm wearing 2 shirts. No, one's a t-shirt, one's a jumper. That's just, it's a V-neck jumper, and they don't match at all. But I threw this one on for going for a haircut, and then it took longer than I expected. I didn't have time to get changed. So yeah, I used to get really bad rashes when I was a kid from like my hair. Like I'd get rashes all across like my neck and the bottom of my shoulders. If my hairs fell down, it was weird as fuck. I was like allergic to my own hair, which is yeah. But yeah, Regionalist, this screws up, it's your fault. Never screw up, believe. But yeah, I'm thinking like the vlog channel might be daily stuff. But anyway, let's enough about me and all upcoming channels and all that stuff. Let's jump into this replay here. So this is from Alex. This is from was it Paw? I've forgotten already what your actual Twitch username is now. Yeah, Paw. So you guys can say hello in the chat. But yeah, he says he's fairly new to Heroes. He's a platinum level Patreon supporter, subscriber now of the channel as well here on Twitch. But he is submitting a Valla video, so we're going to be looking at his Valla stuff here. I actually really like this email because he structured this really well, but he has things that he knows already, doesn't want feedback on, than things he does. So things he doesn't really want too much feedback on. He knows that he's not clearing minions as well as he could or should. He knows that he's missing some skill shots or not using the heroic correctly. And he knows that he's getting caught in mosh pits or not using his heroic to prevent it, that sort of stuff. That's cool. Now, the things he does want to learn is positioning, when to stay and when to Hearthstone back because he's having mana problems, when to be with his team versus when to be in the lanes, is he playing too passively, and when is it time to play more passively, when is it time to go aggressive, and then the talent build. So he generally builds something like this and maybe swaps what he picks at level 16, what should he pick there or when should he pick it, and then kind of like basic stuff around that. It's a silver level game. He's a new player, so yeah, I love that. I love that. There's so much like detail in terms of what we're looking for. So I think that's really great to be like, okay, I'm cool with this stuff. I know I can do these things better, but is there stuff that like I'm missing? Is there stuff going completely over my head? If there is, can you help me out? What is it? And all the rest of that. Okay, I'll just catch up with chat before we jump in. Nubkegs, notice me. Burnt Nacho, you are noticed. What are the buttons you press to see my camera angle and the talent overlay, such as in HOTS or replay? Well, I think like Control 1 brings up talent stuff. Control 2 stats. Yeah, and then like camera, you can do the number buttons. So for example, number 2 double tap brings up Samoro. Number 5 is Artanis. Number 4 is Lucio. Number 1 is Alex in this case. Sometimes the camera things can be, if you press E, it removes the person. But yeah, sometimes the camera controls and replay stuff can be really wonky. So hopefully we'll see if we get actual... Yeah, look, okay, we're going to get his camera view. So that's really helpful. It gives you more information to work with. Advertisers... Heya Stark says, advertisers kidding themselves. Pulling ads from Google/YouTube due to one isolated incident of a douchebag stupid. Advertisers can work with content providers, etc. Can't dictate it like they've been trying to do. Like, I have no idea what the story is. Like, if it's some sort of like kind of conspiracy in a way to try to get better deals in terms of the ads on with Google, because obviously Google's a huge ad provider. I have no idea. Or is it legitimate concerns? I don't know. Like, I don't know exactly what's going on. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're on the launcher today, unfortunately. Okay, so far so good. In fact, I'm going to throw in a pause right here, and just to kind of outline how at the start of the game, right, what we can expect to happen over the course of the game, and that will kind of set us up for looking at what's going well and what's not going well. So, I mean, looking at your team comp, oops, you've got a pretty solid team comp, it has to be said. I mean, we've got Arthas as the main tank, we've got a Nubarak as a second tank, Lucio, we got a Samoro, and a Valla. Now, one thing you guys will sort of lack is wave clear in the side lanes. So, like, a Nubarak or Arthas can solo lane, but neither one's particularly good. Again, Samoro can clear out a lane by himself, but again, he's not particularly good as a solo lane hero. That's something to watch out for. Your solo lanes aren't that great. And your wave clear is not that great, so that's something that could be a problem, and that you might have to like rotate a bit with Valla to try to cover. So we'll see how that works out. Which, I mean, you got 2 warriors, so you're pretty protected in terms of Valla. You got a good solid front line. Samoro will be like flanking and attacking the back line, so you should be fairly safe in that sense. And yeah, Lucio to knock people back if that's an issue. The enemy team, they've also got a pretty solid comp as well. 2 very good comps overall, I would say. Now, they've got a lot more wave clear just initially, right? But they've got ETC as their main tank. They got Sonya as a second tank. Sonya, very good solo laner. Zagara, very good solo laner. Gul'dan, pretty good too. So they could potentially have crazy map pressure, which would be a big problem for you guys, because you don't have a ton to answer that. Like Samoro, maybe try to kill Zagara, but I don't know how easy that will precisely be. We'll see. I mean, if you destroy some of their forts, that will open them up to ganking her a bit more when she tries to split push, presuming she goes for Nidus network at 10 with Infest, and she's actually trying to physically push down your structures. Samoro can somewhat answer that, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, they got tons of range damage with these guys. Good melee, frontline, good healer. So yeah, both comps are pretty legit. You guys will be very fast at racing down mercs and objectives. Valla with Monster Hunter, Samoro. That's tons of damage. I mean, they're going to be very quick as well, but both teams are going to be quick. So this should be an interesting game, just in terms of that perspective. So yeah. Yeah, this is a silver level game, guys. Alright, I'm doing a good job here, like focusing down the ETC. That's nice. I think your positioning here is okay. Now, this is one of the issues. I think this isn't fantastic, right? if we throw in like a quick pause right here, like this is kind of the problem I was saying, right? Is that they have multiple very good solo laners, whereas you don't. So now we're in a situation where you've got Valla going up against Zagara, which isn't fantastic, and you're being kind of punished. Oh, by the way, this is peppermint tea. I forgot to say. But I mean, you can see Zagara is very annoying. She's already got you down to half life with just like one Hydralisk. You've had to tap a well already. Like, you really don't want to be here as Valla. But then again, like, who on your team can actually go up against her? It's kind of very awkward. But yeah, you definitely want to be using your multi-shot to try clear out creep tumors as well as the lane. Remove her vision is quite important. Obviously, you need to run away if she's ever going to cast her W on you. And then you can use your Q to poke her a bit later on, or to just clear out some of these minions as you go. But yeah, you can see it's been a little bit of an issue for you here. Yeah, right there is fine. I mean, a little bit slow going aggressive on the Zagara with the Lucio rotating up. And then, you know, go a little bit too deep then afterwards, but it's not a huge issue. Now this is not something in your control, but Arthas really needs to just like toggle his Eon for a second to reveal the creep tumors, and you need to clear those out. It's one of the main things your team is going for it, is that you've got Arthas who has like on demand, like right there, look at that, he just pops it. You guys need to kill those creep tumors. They have complete vision of your team and everything you're doing while you're standing on those. Again, it's not something that's in your control as Valla, but that's something that Arthas really, really needs to do. I think it's a good choice for you here to come and to kind of try push her away, either you or Samuro. It's not great for both of you to leave. You kind of left your two tanks kind of very, very slowly killing this. And again, look at all this. Nothing you can do, but Arthas needs to be clearing this. You guys are like walking all over creep. They know exactly what you're up to. Now, they're not making really anything happen with it because it's only silver. But like pushing up into higher leagues, that's something you absolutely need to do. Particularly this Arthas needs to do, because it costs him basically nothing. But you need to remove this creep. There's already way too much creep. It's giving them way too much map control, way too much map pressure. It's not good at all. Again, right here, you could have punished her a little bit more, but Arthas did miss his spells. So right here, you need to shoot this creep tumor as well. But yeah, like I'm saying, this isn't something that's fully in control for you. It's very much up to Arthas to do this. But it's something that you could be aware of, to say the least. Anyway, Samura's doing a good job taking mercs. Bottom lane has got no one in it, which is a problem, but again, it's not your problem. So you're going to be, looks like you're going to be up against this Zagara for most of the thing. And that's okay. Which is just the amount of creep that she has is making this an issue. I'd probably use multi-shot to even just clear out some of this at this stage. Okay, nice damage to her. We could have hit her with the Q there, got a stack, but it's alright. And right here, it's like, she can't really do anything to you. It's like you're being very scared when you don't really have anything to be scared of. She's already popped the Hydralisk. Nice. Good kill. Well done. That's excellent, okay? But like, she had no mana. She'd already popped Hydralisk. There's really nothing Zagara can do to you in that situation. So you could have kind of exploited that. I think right here as well, I'm going to throw in a quick pause. I think right here, I probably would have pushed top lane in. They just lost Zagara. So this gives you a great opportunity to push this in, start getting structural damage. Valla does a lot of structural damage. The fact that you got a kill really opens this up, I think, to push this lane in, clear out creep very easily as you go. I mean, you've got Samuro who's split pushing bottom. He's going to do a lot of damage when he's left unopposed. He does tons of damage. You've got this pushing in. It's okay to come and help push this in, but I think you get more value in this case actually going with it and pushing with it. But yeah, Q build is the best build overall. Yeah, like you again right there. Obviously, you know your positioning wasn't too good, and actually as you can see, it's turned into your rotation down here. Is turned into a bit of a waste. You don't have enough life to actually do anything. Lucio's going to heal you too slowly. At this point, having taken all that damage, I would have backed off at this stage. Like, you're just not going to be effective enough. There's nothing really for you to make happen here. Like, are you actually going to push in one of these structures? I don't think so. I mean, you still need to Hearthstone for mana anyway. Okay, nice damage against the Sonya. That's good aim on the skill shots. But yeah, and I think, again, if I throw in a quick pause, I just want to illustrate one of the positioning things and the map rotation things. If we look up at top lane, what's happened? Now we have this giant Zagara wave, which is going to do, it's going to destroy your fountain. It's going to do a lot of damage to the keep. This is a big, big problem. And she's getting a whole bunch of XP for a team that you're missing out on. So this is kind of a snowball effect coming from the decision. So up top, did a great job. Solo kill Zagara. Now, you ran down middle, came in at a bad angle when your team had already been pushed off because you got split pushing Samuro, who's not there, and then the Terror is pushing in here. So you had like 2 heroes left, and they, or 3 heroes or whatever it was. So they backed off. They were outmanned. They were outnumbered. They backed off. Sorry, there's 2 of them. So they backed off. You came in a bad position because they had backed off. You take a ton of damage. Then you kind of linger here with no health and mana. So I think you can kind of see the diverging alternate universes here. In universe number 1, you kill Zagara, you stay up top lane, you push in top lane. You continue getting an extra lane of XP. You destroy these towers. I mean, you're free to Hearthstone for mana if you want and come back up and be ready to match Zagara in that solo lane when she respawns. You clear out some of the creep. Your team does pretty much as much damage as they did anyway with that Terror. That was Universe 1. I think that's the best option. In Universe 2 is where you came down, lost a whole lot of health, and now you're stuck down here. We didn't really make anything else happen. We got a few stacks for our Q, so that's something, but it's not too important. And like we really didn't get any more damage with the Terror than we would have. And now we're stuck here with Valla we got our health back eventually, but we got no mana. And then Zagara has been left completely unopposed up top lane. So it's all a ripple effect off of that. So that's kind of the problem of not focusing on the solo lane there. Samuro is pinging the fort. Get ready for pings, says Alex. Yeah. Oh my god, Samuro really wants that fort defended. As you can see, she's actually just worked down pretty much the entire fort by herself. Now luckily she's stayed too long to do this. So you could definitely kill her. Well, you're obviously going to kill her here. Your whole team has come to stop this. Alright, cool. But you lost, like, so much structural damage up top. Why abandon top like that? I think Samuro has a bit of a point. I mean, he's been a bit pinging too much, but yeah. Why were you alone, bot? Alright, it's cool that you kind of recognize that it was kind of your fault. Now, your teammates are flaming each other. They haven't quite worked it out. But it's really good to see that you're kind of like, oh yeah, sorry, my fault. I left top. Didn't go fast enough. Yeah, I think you really probably shouldn't have left in the first place, to be honest. It's like, if you... that's the thing, right? You came down to help your Terror pushing in. The Terror is going to do a fair whack of damage anyway. Like, the Terror will do structural damage anyway. Especially with Zagara being dead. Samuro is doing split push damage, bottom. You could have done split push damage top. So, I mean, like, worst case scenario with the Terror, you don't go to help the Terror. And then they're 4-man versus your Terror and 2 other heroes. So 4 versus 3. They kill your Terror. The Terror doesn't really do much. You didn't do damage with the Terror itself. However, because you stay top and split push, because Samuro stays bottom and split push, Samuro's got no one left against him. You killed Zagara, so there's no one left against you. You get 2 lanes of unopposed XP soak and split push damage. So even though you're not doing the damage with the Terror drawing heroes on the enemy team into mid lane ultimately does do damage because it opens up that split pushing opportunity. That's kind of advanced decision making. Like I absolutely have no expectation that people would be doing that in silver. I mean, like if Arthas can't clear minion wave, like can't clear creep tumors in silver, you don't really expect the team to have much appreciation for like split pushing or anything like that. I think it's fine to stay here and soak that lane. I actually would have stayed for those final few minions. The reason is that you're close enough to 10, you kind of want to make sure that you hit 10 as soon as possible. Okay, a little bit clunky in terms of the mechanics there for Valla. I think he could have pushed in more aggressively against him. It looked fairly certain that he was fairly isolated on his own, and you had Lucio nearby who can help you get out of shit if shit hits the fan. You can see they're actually down bottom in the end. I think you could have punished him a bit more, but that's a fairly minor thing. Side question, not from this game. You stay in lane and get flamed for not being with Terror, what do you do? I mean, the thing is, like, when you're in Silver League, you're going to get flamed a lot. and it's not going to make any sense. Like, you have to be very careful. I think that's one of the benefits of the replay coaching that I'm doing here, is that it gives you an opportunity to ask someone from a higher league to give input on the games. But yeah, like oftentimes the advice and the strategy that is called out in silver will be very poor. I mean, heck, even for masters, like you see me rage about it quite often in my streams. Like the quality of the feedback and advice that people give is very poor. So yeah, you always have to take it with a pinch of salt. Not in the salty sense, but in the realism sense of stuff happening. Now, you lost top, but that's going to happen. It's Nidus Network Zagara. You're going to lose forts. There's no way you keep them alive. You're going very, very deep here. This is kind of just a result of team comps, to be honest with you. Like, you've got so little wave clear and so little damage. It's like you've got Arthas and Uberak and Lucio are all very low damage. It's a ton of pressure on you as Valla. So yeah, that's something to watch out for. You also can't really force fights too much. Fortunately, Samoro looks like he was defending the fort and screwed up. It's a pity you guys got caught in that mosh pit. It's not the end of the world though. It's a pretty good heroic to knock him back. Yeah, I mean, it is going to be a difficult game, and that's kind of that's just going to be the way it is because of the compositions that you have. They just have so much more wave clear and map presence than you do. So what can you do about that? I don't know. Luckily, you guys are not too far behind in terms of XP, and you almost have a terror, so you're holding on pretty well. But yeah, it's definitely going to be challenging. 5-man mosh and no follow-up. Yeah. But yeah, like keeping your forts alive against Zagara with Nidus Network, with the lack of wave clear that you guys have, is going to be nigh on impossible, considering how much pressure they're going to have with their 5-man elsewhere. Like, they just have a really good comp for this. Like, a surprisingly good comp for this particular map. Yeah, I think there you went too far forwards. I mean, unfortunately, you don't have a team. Without a Uberak there, you don't have a team that can actually dive that much. I think Lucio did have sound barrier available, he just didn't use it. But you don't really have a team that can dive them too much. You saw what happened, you went forwards and then a Horrify landed. Like, even if you get someone low, you have to fight kind of fairly far back, which can be fairly rough. So yeah, I think you went a bit too aggressive right there. Definitely have to be very patient. But yeah, compositionally there's just a lot of problems, unfortunately. But we'll see. You guys are a little bit ahead in terms of XP now, so that's good. Taking this camp is definitely a good idea. I think that's something that we could definitely focus on. You've got your damage dealers both excel. Like Samuro and Valla Q-Build are two of the best Merc camp takers in the entire game. So making sure to keep your Merc camps active and pushing and controlling the map with that, kind of supplementing your weaker wave clear with Mercs, is a very valuable thing to do. So I really like to see that you've picked those up here. Now Lucio's Hearthstone, so he really can't make too many aggressive plays. I think definitely be trying to steal away this small camp, so you should be attacking this already. And just like burn this down quickly before they get there. Now you're a bit slow and you can see they've arrived. But you could have killed that before they got there. And that would have helped you out a whole bunch. That was nice work from you there. I think your mechanics on Valla are pretty decent. I mean, there's obviously room for improvement. They're a bit too far forwards, but there's definitely room. They're not too bad, like for silver, I would say. Pretty decent. Uh-oh. Yeah, in this situation, you're, again, positioned too far forwards, though. So, like, what are you looking to do? I mean, it's a very bad spot to be fighting into, like a choke point on the enemy side of the map. You're just asking for a lot of trouble. Like, if you look at their comp, like a ETC with Power Slide and Mosh Pit, you know that's there. Sonya with Whirlwind, Gul'dan, they have so much damage. Like, fighting into here, it's like, it's just setting up perfectly for Sonya to spear in on Whirlwind. It's setting it up perfectly for Gul'dan to throw Corruptions and Fell Flames through. Malfruits, ETC Power Slides and Mosh Pit. Like, this is not the kind of spot that you want to be fighting, to put it bluntly. So yeah, you have to be very careful as Valla to stay back. and just kind of like back off. Again, you guys can race the objectives pretty quickly, so that's something that you can certainly try to do. I think the top one is a good one to take. You see they've already taken the bottom one. I wasn't really paying attention to the map right there. This is pretty good. You're gonna get, it's not enough for another tear, but you'll be able to deny the seeds, take this, which is nice. Watch out, the tear is coming in. Okay, good that you didn't get rooted. You could probably turn around and fight this pretty aggressively, because you got a tear, which is nice. Would have been pretty easy to Q the Sonya earlier. It's a bit of a pity you missed, but nice damage on her, forces her back. Definitely, like, this is definitely a great time to be forcing a fight against the enemy team. Why? Because one of their heroes is dead. One went back to take the terror, so they're way outnumbered. Like, this Gul'dan down here could have run down and punished him a lot. So in this situation right here, it's just considering how many heroes they have, where they are, who's actually available to fight. I think you could have got an extra kill or two right there by going actually more aggressive. But still, I think right here as well, I would have focused on the terror. I think they're not in really position. Okay, oh, missed the Q and Gul'dan, and then take, like, you're just getting hit by all of those. So I think you said that's actually nice that he wasted Horrify, so that's good. Great that you got a kill from that, and that's good aggression right there. You could have gone in more and killed her. Again, that's just learning something about the capabilities of Valla Q build. It's like against that Zagara was so low on life, you could have just gone and killed her. Like, she was super dead. But that's like, you learn the potential of that from experience of the hero and particular hero matchups. I know Zagara is a very unusual hero, so I can understand that you didn't realize you could have got a kill on her right there. But still, I mean, you got her low enough that you forced her back, and that's still a valuable thing while the terror is pushing. I'm just trying to, like, kind of sum up, think of some things to focus on in the next team fight, to sum up, like, the sort of positioning and the moves like that. Honestly, there haven't been too many opportunities to Hearthstone. So yeah, I mean, there's one coming up now, like, once you kill all this stuff. Like, once this terror is dead, it's a bit of downtime where you could possibly Hearthstone out. One thing to definitely prioritize is Q and saving mana for Qs, and your vaults as well. Like, when you're in this sort of low mana situation and you've gone for Q build, like, Q is just by far the most valuable thing, so you definitely want to prioritize that. I think in this situation you probably want a Hearthstone instead of tapping a well. Your team should be able to hold them off just fine, and then save your well for the next sort of phase here. Like, you wouldn't have really missed out on too much from Hearthstoning and doing all that. Again, like, don't let them take the fort. I mean, I'm really not too... I don't think it's too important to actually keep your forts alive in this particular game. Like, the forts are gonna die, no matter what, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay, with him going super deep, it means you can go very aggressive. I think right there he could have killed Gul'dan. So right there in that sort of situation, in fact, I want to rewind that and look at that one again. So... I think that's a good example. But in that team fight, Samuro went really deep into the enemy team. And with a squishy hero like Samuro being in the middle of the enemy team, that means that you are basically free and open to be very aggressive in that sort of situation. We know Horrify is down. They don't have Horrify available. So that it leaves so many tools for you to kind of go aggressive here. So there's the Horrify. Horrify's not there. Awesome. That's one of the very scary things for you to have to face into. But what happens here is, like, Samuro's gonna, like, just go Bladestorm in the middle of them. You don't have the Lucio sound barrier. So right here, you're actually able to push in quite aggressively. We don't have Horrify that can CC you for ages. I mean, Anubarak, he's not got much mana, but your teammates should be able to keep you safe if they slide in with a Mosh Pit. You can flank in pretty aggressively here because we got a squishy hero who's gone on this side. That's going to absorb so much of their attacks. He's gone in with this. Okay, like right here you could run past Q Gul'dan, Vault Q, and Gul'dan is dead. And that's like the team fight basically won at that stage. Unfortunately, Arthas has gone to attack the Siege Giants. That's unfortunate. We'll see what the rest of your team is doing. But like, The fucking camera keeps locking on. But you can see we got these two heroes that are basically dead. Zagara is almost dead. She's got no mana either. It's like, yeah, Sonya's there. Yeah, ETC is there. Unfortunately, this is also bad. So this makes it rough. So maybe this would have changed it, that, you know, if you did go in aggressively after these guys, you probably would have been punished in this sense because your teammates have gone to fight Siege Giants. Why are they fighting Siege Giants? I don't know. But yeah, there was a really good engage by Samuro. And if you guys had followed that in aggressively, you could have really capitalized on that and done really well in that team fight. Okay, the Mosh Pit. It's only going to hit Anubarak. It's not really a problem. I think you're doing a good job in the team fights and the targeting for the most part. Like, Sonya is obviously a bit of a priority target because you want to force her out. But yeah. I like the talent build a lot, by the way. So, like, the Q build is great. Manticore is great as well. Manticore is particularly good against their comp because, I mean, they got a lot of, like, ETC, Sonya. Great against them. Pretty good against Gul'dan, too. So, I think it's a very good choice. Yeah, I like it a lot. Seething Hatred, never with the Q build. Never ever with the Q build. You can take it sometimes. Like, if you've gone for... You can go for, like, a Hatred build. I have some videos on that. And the Hatred build... Hatred build's okay. Wait to see how this game ends. Okay. Hatred build is okay. It's like, if it's very important to have Gloom and like wave clear and a bit of burst damage, that's the one you kind of want to go for. This is looking really nice. Great aggression here. Obviously you guys are rolling them over, so you want to go super aggressive. Frost Shot's very good as well. It basically comes down to, will you get good value out of Manticore versus is the slow going to be useful or not. So, I mean, if they got multiple warriors, I usually go for Manticore. If they've got, you know, a squishier team, I'll go for Frost Shot more often. That's basically my thought process on the Valla level 16s. And then Seething Hatred if I'm basically building into Gloom. So I'd go like Hot Pursuit, Punishment, Death Dealer, and Gloom with Seething Hatred, and then like Rancor. But that's like a really specific build. Generally speaking, this is like my favorite build overall, for sure. Basically, I'd normally be going Manticore into Firefly Quiver or Frost Shot into Death Siphon. Basically, is the typical thought process there. Yeah. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Anyway, this is nice. You guys have got a Terror, which is good. The enemy team doesn't have enough seeds for a Terror. You're going to get a second Terror after this. So you should probably be looking to end the game with this. Like, destroy a keep with one Terror. Get level 20 before the enemy team and then push in the second keep. Fortunately, Lucio's nowhere near. So we need to wait for him to arrive. But I think definitely pushing in his 5 and securing a keep is a really, really good idea here. The XP from destroying a keep is very important as well to get level 20 and start pushing that advantage. So this could be really good for you guys. Your Terror, unfortunately, has gone too far forwards, and he's not clearing the minion wave, so that's not good. Terror one-shots minions, like, with splash damage. So that would have been much better. But basically, you wanted to push in with the wave, and then push in with the Terror and minions and all of that sort of stuff. Looks like Anubarak just popped his heroic, so that's going to make the fight rather difficult. Okay. Okay, nice work. Alright. He did a decent job there. I think it's just like a lot of misplayed and wasted opportunities from the team. That's just a really good work by ETC. Nothing you can really do there. The big problem is that you guys, and you're gonna get killed by Horrify again. There's nothing you can do. So yeah, that sucks. Basically, the big problem that happened right there was that the Terror play was pretty terrible. Your team wasted a bunch of heroics, like Sound Barrier and Locust Swarm, really unnecessarily. I mean, Arthas never even used Summon Syndragosa for whatever reason. It's not your problem at all. I also don't think he did interrupt the first one. I think something else cancelled it. I could be wrong. But anyway, like the big problem there is like the Terror pushed forwards without the team, took way too much damage. Anubarak dies twice, apparently. But yeah, the Terror just it lost too much HP because it pushed too far, it got impatient. If you guys had pushed in as a group with the Terror being patient, then you could have pressured down the keep so much more easily. Arthas actually used his spells. That would have been good, and I think you guys could have made that work, but instead it was like the Terror took way too much damage early on. Heroics were wasted and not used properly. Again, it's nothing really up to you there, but yeah, that was a bit of a problem. And then the issue is that you guys kept pushing in when the Terror was running away. It's a 4v5 then, because the Terror is running away with no HP. And ETC was able to slide in and just lock you guys down and kill you. I think Arthas, he's in the Terror, right? That's why he didn't use his heroic. Sorry, my bad. So it's fine. But yeah. So that's... Wait, what? A noob died twice? Some sort of visual bug. And we've got another Terror here. Both teams are level 20. I like the Firefly Quiver. I'd really be grouping up my teammate now. Like, this top lane doesn't really matter. It's gonna, like, push out. It's fine. I think definitely making the most of this Terror is important. Once again, though, the Terror's gone way too far. Arth is just, unfortunately, not very good at using the Terror, and he's taking way too much unnecessary damage and not making anything happen with it. Like, he's already down to half-life. What has he actually done? He actually hasn't done anything. He's just walked partially up the lane. Sorry, it's not Arthas inside. Who's inside? Oh, it's Samuro. Well, Samuro's not doing a good job. Arthas, I take it back. You're fine. Again, like in this situation, like you need to be basic attacking non-stop. You're being a little bit too passive here. I'm also taking control of your camera a bit. But yeah, you could have been, especially with Firefly Quiver, you can be much more aggressive. Like, there's not too much to be scared of with Firefly Quiver, honestly. It's like you should be able to get out of ETC. You should see ETC coming, but like Gul'dan doesn't have the range to threaten Valla. Neither does Malf, neither does Sonya. Neither does it. Like, they don't have the range to outrange like Q build, Firefly Quiver, Valla late game, so you can just keep basic attacking like crazy. A good interrupt, nice. Again, like you should be basic attacking a lot more here. Stutter stepping, making the most out of that, doing as much damage as you can. Like, you're spending a lot, you're losing out on a lot of damage from not actually basic attacking that you could be doing. Like, you could be doing so much more. But anyway, this is great. You're gonna get a keep out of it, which is nice. Yeah, you could maybe go core here. Need to not stand in Gul'dan stuff. Okay, well, Sound Barrier will somewhat cover it. I'm going to predict this is going to be a throw. You need to actually focus the heroes more, your team. Like, they're all dying horribly. I kind of saw that coming, to be honest. Like, you're taking way too much. Like, everyone is just stacked up on top of each other, taking splash damage from the core. Everyone just, like, Gul'dan, Sonya, you're just grouped up for everything, basically. You also can't go, you're going too far forwards here. Like, you've put yourself in a pretty bad position. Luckily, they're not going to capitalize on it too much. But realistically, it's 2v4. Basically, there's not much you can do. Like, just push out your waves and just wait for people to respawn. But, like, going core, you can maybe have done it. I think your team could probably have pulled it off, but they just played it really badly. But, like, you need to actually kill heroes. Like, 4v5, it's like you need to actually win the team fight. You need to force them to fight you because you can kill the core if they don't. I think it's fine to try go core, but you need to actually like turn around and get another kill to actually make it happen. Trying to go core 5v4, you're just gonna die, basically. Enemy team should go get keeps. Yeah, the enemy team could possibly have won the game right there. And they're probably gonna win right, like they're in a really good position to win right now. They've got like very powerful pushing team. They've got a Terror. So yeah, this is looking good for them, to say the least. Unfortunately, we've got no idea what Samuro is doing. Okay, here he comes. He's back now. It's a long cooldown gone, Blade Storm. Okay. Again, here we need to be basically attacking a little bit more. The priority is just to obviously shoot Sonya whenever she comes forwards and then just burn that Terror down. You want to remove that Terror, for sure. And then just be fairly safe apart from that. Okay. That Gul'dan, you guys could have killed him, but that would require pretty quick reactions, which is too much to expect here at this level, but still, got a nice split push going top, by the way, so that might do some structural damage. Certainly deplete a lot of ammo, so that's good. You need to... Oh, you can't tap a well. So the fact that this Terra is still alive definitely hurts you guys a lot. Okay, great. Now it goes down. So we're going to lose the keep. The goal here is not to lose core. That's a good heroic. Stun Sonya and ETC, which is nice. Again, like you backed off a little bit too quick there. Could have done a lot more. Lucio's gonna die for death metal. Yeah, for the most part, so good. I think like the big thing for me in the team fights, especially later in the game, is do you see it? Enemy team throws, possibly. Like I think the big thing is... Oh wow! Oh, I didn't notice that. Ha! That's hilarious. Nice. I think the big thing for you is the Valla there in the team fights was like getting... Like you can be doing a lot more damage with your basic attacks. Oh boy. But yeah, you can do a lot more damage with your basic attacks in the team fights than you are doing. Like you can be in there, especially late game with Firefly Quiver. It's understandable earlier on, but late game, you can do a lot of damage from a lot of like with Firefly Quiver, it's so much range. Like her range becomes crazy that you can really exploit that and be churning out this constant Manticore damage, which is very effective. And again, like the enemy team doesn't have much dive to really threaten you. It's like they've got ETC, but that's kind of it. So you're kind of focused on ETC's position, and so long as you're safe from Power Slide and Mosh Pit, you can basically go as ham as you want. It's like they don't really have enough range. Sonya should never really be in range to threaten you either. Like for her to be in range to Q you, she has to like walk through your team, and you could just keep backing off and shooting her. She's doing that. So you could be doing a lot more basic attack damage. That's kind of one of the main things. Apart from that, I thought you did pretty good. It's just definitely like, yeah, I think it's just kind of more so that you're just kind of a bit newer to the game. But I thought like you played very well in this particular game. Yeah, I think you played very well in this particular game. You're playing scared a bit. Yeah, a little bit. Which yeah, I didn't even notice that was happening either. But I mean, if you look at the damage, like we did good damage. You could obviously tell Gul'dan was doing crazy damage in this game. Like everyone was just getting hit by all those corruptions. It was pretty brutal. But I mean, it's like you didn't die too much. Did pretty good damage. Could have done a bit more, but it was still pretty decent. I think for silver, you're doing a good job. Yeah, I think like one of the big things is to focus on like kind of stop and think about how does the enemy team actually attack me? How do they actually threaten me? That's a good way to look at it, because like once you're aware of how they actually jump on top of you and how they get you, then that's what enables you to play aggressive, when you understand like what they can actually do against you. So instead of just being scared of some nameless danger and then missing out on opportunities, like once you know what the danger is, in this case ETC is a danger, but the rest kind of aren't. That enables you to just focus on what's important, and then you can play around that, and that's how you maximize that damage output. Yeah, it was a really interesting game. Oh, skip obviously doesn't work. But yeah, nicely done. Nicely done. Let me just check the email. So Wednesday went Hearth back. Yeah, you missed a few opportunities to Hearthstone, I think. Again, I think that was a very tricky game though for you to Hearthstone in, because like they had so much wave clear and map presence, and your team didn't, so that made it very difficult. When to be with your team versus when to lane, I think we mostly kind of covered that, like especially that one example earlier on. Are you playing too passive when it's time to play more passively or aggressively? Again, I think like the main thing was just to be aware, especially if like ETC, like there was a few times when you went too far forwards and then ETC power slides in and catches you out and you're dead. Or then times when ETC can't do it and you're kind of being scared. So yeah, just be aware of that. And then the build, yeah, that was really good. Yeah, cool. I like that game. It was an interesting game for sure. The next game coming up, you got one from Funky Monkey. Okay. I'd open up this. I need to take a look at this Rehgar replay. Get into the folder. Alright, Funky Monkey, you're up. Okay, I actually need to check in. How are our results going for the live stream channel? Got 10 votes. Ooh, it's pretty close. Let me show you guys. So this is the current results for the live stream VODs channel. Nub Stream's winning with 5. Nub Live is behind just a bit with 4 votes. So yeah, pretty close, pretty close. Photoshop detected. Damn, that haircut brings out his beautiful, handsome face so much. Reminds you, what? Your favorite dessert? What's your favorite dessert? How do I remind you of a dessert? What? I'm so confused. Nubkek's secret email? I don't have a secret email. Burnt Nacho, what about yours? Got one from Niall. I'm not sure who Niall is, but whoever Niall is. Which one of you fools is Niall? I got a game for Niall. ETC game. He says, may the Gazlord guide you. So I know it's one of you guys. Got White Dingo. We've got one from Burnt Nacho then. After that, got M or DJ. And then we've got one from Matt Westbrook as well. Wave clear. Cool. Alright, good. Volume is loud. Soul Source now, that's you. Ah, cool. Yeah, no worries.
Prepare yourself.
Oh my god. Prepare yourself for your ears to be blasted off. Okay. So who are we looking? We're looking at Rehgar in this one, right? Funky Monkey. Not very good with supports. Try to avoid playing them. Here's a Rehgar game. 2 in Spider Queen. Not very good with using cleanse. Probably be obvious. What can I do to improve my overall support game? Okay. Well, their team comp's terrible, so that's going to make things difficult, to say the least. Don't judge. I was tilted and tired in this game. Don't worry, Funky. 1 second, guys. I need to check a message. But yeah, your comp is pretty rough. Both compositions are very bad. But like, Artanis is your only warrior, so your front line's very weak. We'll see how we can make it work here. Also, you don't have a particularly good solo lane with Vivo. It's okay, but... You guys have taken a lot of damage so far. I think you're fairly dependent on like Nova flanks and ganking people, and then being cautious. I mean, we're losing a lot of health and mana so far. Not just you, but your team in general. It's gonna be difficult. Like Chromie Poke is a bit of a pain to deal with. That's good damage to Rag. Not enough to kill him, but still good. But yeah, you're pretty reliant on the damage dealers to actually make stuff happen here. And then the Zebo scaling late game would be pretty good as well. But yeah, you're gonna have a pretty tough early game. I mean, you're being very aggressive here in terms of your positioning. Like, he could be ganked super easily. That's definitely something to watch out for. They're rotating pretty slowly. But yeah, we can see we're kind of out of mana now. And kind of out of life. I'd probably honestly Hearthstone at this point. Like, give him a heal in Hearthstone. Because you've got no mana whatsoever. Okay, cool. We're gonna do that. Good. But yeah, Rehgar versus Chromie. Feels bad, man. Pretty much sums it up. Pretty much sums it up. Now, Gaslow should be very easy kill target. That's even something you could look into doing. It's like leaving your teammates. Like, they're not going to push your structures very hard. It's like they will clear the lane very easily, but they're not going to do a lot of structural damage with Rag, Johanna, Chromie, Brightwing. They'll push it, but not do much structural damage. And you got Kelthus to kind of match them. So you could definitely combo with Nova and try to gank their Gaslow quite a bit. He's such an easy kill target. He's so easy to kill. He's immobile. He's got no escapes. He's squishy. like Gazlo, he's a terrible hero, and you can really exploit that quite a lot. Like Rehgar ganks are very good. You've got good burst damage, you've got slowing totems, Nova, so you could definitely do that. Like, again, now we've got Chromie in the bottom lane. Unfortunately, the Nova is just kind of running around not doing much, but like, you definitely got a lot of opportunity to create ganks and pull them off here. You're obviously not going to be able to do this against a Chromie, so there's no point in even trying, really.
Ancestors' blood.
Okay, doing fine here. I just feel like this Nova's been super unimpactful, and that's making life very, very difficult. And then the fact you're up against this. Well, we'll see how this continues to evolve. But Nova's just been sat in brushes, not doing anything this entire game. She's been massively unimpactful. Like, what are the stats even? Like, Nova's done 2,000 hero damage, you know? Like, she's not done anything. She's done 800 siege damage. She finally kills someone. But, like, basically you're just stuck. This is just classic bad Nova. She's just not doing anything. It's a good heal. Unfortunately, Nazebo does die. Yeah. Honestly, like, that's just fundamentally for me. Like, you've got full health, full mana Nova. Just running around in stealth. I mean, I don't know. I don't think there's anything much more to say so far. We'll talk about what else you can do, but you're just in a really rough spot because, Nova, basically. You could be a little bit more mobile yourself, you know, against the Chromie. And here you're just in a really rough spot. Kill the spot. I think it's a very bad idea. Nazebo should be fine. A good bite on her. Okay, good. You could go into Ghost Wolf and outrun him. Okay, good. I was gonna say Nova's running away from an easy kill. But yeah, you basically, like, Nazebo should be perfectly fine bottom. It's like, who can kill Nazebo 1v1? They don't have anything that can out 1v1 Nazebo. Like, Rag isn't that strong in terms of pushing in. He just wants to farm his quest and farm the lane. Nazebo should be fine. Like, he'll slowly lose the lane, but it's not a big deal. And then anyone who goes solo lane against Nazebo is just eminently gankable. They're all so vulnerable to ganks, so you can really exploit that. So I think it's fine. You need Keltis top and mid to wave clear. And then, like, I mean, you just need Nova to get good and actually kill people, basically. Once again, you got Nova, she's fucking full mana. It's like, why is Nova full mana? Nova should never be full mana. She needs to actually use her spells. Nub tilt. Saying it how it is. Question with someone who doesn't know any better. Is there ever a situation where Gaz is good? He could be okay, but like he's never the best pick. Unfortunately, he's just meh. Gazlo. Like I can't think of any situation where Gazlo is like the best pick. Basically, I can think of a few where he's okay. Like he's okay in Infernal Shrines. He's okay on probably Sky Temple stuff like that. But he's never the best pick. So I think Cleanse is a good pick in this game. You basically just want to use Cleanse to stop Temper Loop from Chromie. That's it. There's nothing else for you to worry about here. Unfortunately, again, like, you got a free Brightwing kill right there and Nova runs away. I think it was probably fine for you to back off and let Nova finish that off, but she didn't. So again, there's nothing much you can do there. This Nova is terrible. But yeah, like, that was a kill on Brightwing. Easy peasy. You could have done it, but you would have put yourself so much risk. Nova could have done it without any risk. It's a pity she didn't. Again, you guys can kill this guy. Good work, Nazebo. Okay, good. Nice job getting a kill. I think Nova just missed her spells on him as well. Nova doesn't know how to snipe. Feels bad. Yeah. One thing I would recommend for you is not picking what level is this? This is like silver or something, wasn't it? So I'd probably recommend not picking Cleanse, because it's a difficult talent to use. I think in this case, against Chromie, yes. But I think in most cases, probably not. Like, just because Temporal Loop is such an obvious thing to cleanse, and you've got such a big window. Like, you have this big fucking, like, tick, 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 to let you know, like, when it should, when you want to do it. So I think because of that, like, you do want cleanse in this game. But generally speaking, I'd probably be avoiding it. It's a decent Ancestral. I mean, it's just like Nova Flank, ineffective. Basically sums up that. This is goal 4. Mess up Temporal Loop plans this game. Okay. Rip. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing that this Nova's in gold. It's so bad. You know, like, I feel it's ironic. Like, the last game we watched was like silver 4 or something, and this one's like gold 4. And honestly, like, the gameplay in the last game was much better. You know? Like seriously, like, Alex from the last game on Valla, so much better at the hero than this Nova is. Yet this Nova's in gold and he was in silver, you know? It's unfortunate that that's the standard of player that you got in your game.
You favor me, friend.
But oh well. So you guys are having a rough time here. Okay. That's fine. I mean, just being passive, just waiting for Rag to waste this thing. I like the aggression here against the Johanna. It's really nice. Trying to burn her down. Great. Pretty good aim there from Kael'thas. Like, Kael'thas, you can see the Kael'thas is way better than Nova. Like, what is she doing? Like, right now? Like, look at this bullshit. Like, right now? Like, what is this? What is this? It's like, they just... This is really tilting me so much. I really feel bad for you, Funky Monkey. It's NA, but like, watch this, right? Just wait. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. So she chases Gasso off, decides not to kill him, she decides to run away instead. That's okay, because Chromie's coming down. But like, look at all this shit. Look at this, right? You got all this going on in the meantime. Look at this. All this going on, and like, she is just... Look at this, like, Johanna's running away, almost dead. Right wing's in a terrible position. Look at this, so out of position. It's just chilling. No aware, like, completely unaware that anything is happening. Like, just completely oblivious to 2 kills running by him. He's like, hey, we could get some free kills. Nah, who wants free kills? Let him go. Let's be nice. Give him a chance. Not even mounted. She trolled the draft in the game as well. Yeah. She's just not a very good player. Unfortunately. Like, that's just the long and short of it. Someone who's, you know, ranked a little bit too high for their actual skill. And it's showing in the game. And it's really defining this game for you guys, unfortunately. We'll focus on what you can do a bit differently on Rehgar. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Oh boy! Oh boy! We're gonna look at your... I think your UTC replay might be next, Elsor. We'll see. This is cool. You want to be using the lightning shield? Like, you're sitting too long. Cast it on Nova. You keep trying to cast it on your totem. This is a big thing you can improve. You keep trying to cast... Like, you've got Lightning Bond, but you're never using it right. But, like, cast it on Nova. Cast it on Nova. Also, you should probably use your Feral Lunge to jump in before you throw down your spells and shit. But yeah, it's like, you've been throwing down the totems and then not using Lightning Shield on them, so you need to improve that. Mechanically, that's a mistake. Or like, just cast it on a hero that's there and save the mana for the totem. It's 50 mana, it doesn't do anything against the minions and mercs, except like give you something to cast Lightning Shield on. So yeah, you could definitely improve that. You want to be using Lightning Shield like on cooldown to kill mercs as well. And yeah, use the doggy bite more on the camps too, like spam it on cooldown as well. What if Rehgar had talented decrease instead? Cooldown, that'd be cool, right? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Like, you're gold? Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Like, this has gotta be taking the piss, right? Like, I don't know, this game is so hard. Like, it's just literally just wait for level 20 and hope Nazeebo scales really hard. It's basically your tactic here, because you're basically playing a 4v5 game. Nice, your teammates got a kill. That's great. Finally they do something. Hooray. Okay, you guys gonna get Web Weaver. Oh no, they got Web Weavers. That's actually fine. With Ragnarok's being dead, like... Consider ancestraling him here. The cleanse was too quick, but it didn't matter. But yeah, right there, that's worth noting, like the cleanse was too quick. But this is great, their web weavers aren't going to do anything, so hey, they just wasted a whole load of gems, which is nice. They wasted the gems they turned in, and then they wasted like the 5 extra gems. But yeah, I mean, Nova's got a bazillion gems herself. Missing the cleanse. Yeah, now the Chromie didn't follow it up too well, so it wasn't too bad. Nova, why can't you kill him? That's a fair question. Again, right there, I probably would have Hearthstone. He got no mana. Gazlo's dead again. This is going pretty well. I mean, you guys are really far behind in XP, but we'll see. I mean, their web weaver's not doing too much is nice. But yeah, you need to, like, Hearthstone. Like, you're running around with no mana for way too long. Like, you don't actually do anything much as Rehgar. I mean, you can Hearthstone instead of tapping a well. I'd also Latrave Ancestral him to, like, just help him defend at this point. Oh. Like guys, seriously. We just watched a gold game, a silver game. Now we're watching a gold game. Like, seriously, it's so much worse. Right? Like, I'm not kidding. Like, it's so much worse. Level 4 talent will never Yeah, sure. Yeah, you guys are about to hit 16, so it's not a problem. But yeah, hopefully Nazeebo is stacking well. Hopefully. We'll see. Nova is a solo merc camp. What are the chances she gets herself killed and loses all the gems? Fairly high? Fairly high. Silver game was EU, this game is gold, but NA. That could, yeah. That might be a little bit why. Yeah, could well be. I don't know where if that was from EU, but I don't know. Gosh, though, it's crazy. Any bad players, Nova? Well, I mean, yeah. The skill difference between NA and EU is great. I've never really noticed it. Yeah, there should have been some random heroics and stuff, like, missed quite a lot. Oof, that's Sulfura Smash. Okay, we're doing a pretty good job here. Nice, Kelthus did a lot of damage. I think considering how much damage Kelthus was doing, you didn't want to run away. But your team is winning it anyway. Great, you got 3 kills. Nice one. And like the Kelthus is doing work in this game. He just did so much damage right there. You guys definitely want to trigger the boss before you turn in. Rip. Chromie. Getting kills. Okay, nice. Picking up the gems. That's good. I mean, this is super scary. Like, Chromie's still here. So this is kind of scary for you. That's so you kind of lost. I mean, you really don't want to be turning in here. Like, she can just kill you. So. That Artanis turning animation, huh? Okay, so I think we kind of... I really think you could have done the... Like, we could have done the boss for sure. Now it's too late. Like, now going for the boss is kind of risky. They're all respawning. This is like throw pit central right now. So you should have started the boss like 20 seconds ago. Wasted time fighting over the turn-in. Couldn't actually do it. Now we're going for the boss as the enemy team is mostly respawned. Like, this could lead to your death. You've got like no HP. So, pretty risky stuff. Pretty risky stuff. Again, you want to be hitting this boss as quick as possible. Like, you just need to kill... Like, you need to do maximum damage output. This is a huge mistake from you. You really misplayed that one. So, I don't... Like, why are you, like, running in circles, not attacking the boss? Basically, the situation is, you're doing the boss way too late. Way too late. The enemy team is coming. You need to, like... At that stage... What's your problem? What's wrong, Akaru79? Okay, bye though. Anyway, but like, right there, like you need to, basically, you're in a terrible spot. Like if the enemy team arrives without you taking the boss, if the enemy team arrives without you taking the boss, like you guys are gonna die and lose the boss. You needed to just race, like you got stuck in a horrible situation where you're doing it way too late. And you're just gonna be like overrun. So you need to like just kill that boss as quickly as possible and hope to God that you can kill it before they get there. Basically, you were just running around in circles, like you were losing out on all that basic attack damage from Rehgar. You could have added a lot more damage. If you'd been just going YOLO trying to kill that boss, you could probably have killed it and taken it before the enemy team arrived. And then yeah, you probably would have lost all your heroes, but at least you took the boss. Yeah. That was a bit of a pity right there. That was something that you could have actually done to improve. Need to listen to my own pings. Yeah, like once you guys are committed to the boss, like, you need to go all in. Like there's pretty much no. It reached the point where you're going for it, and that was it. You need to commit to that. That should be a kill on Brightwing, which is nice. Yeah, great. Good stuff. You definitely consider Ancestraling him just for the life more than anything. It's like, it's going to be a huge heal on Artanis. He could use it either way. I don't think you need the Ancestral for anything else urgently. Over now at 51 gems. Like, there's just not... Like, Artanis has been running around not able to do anything for ages, and you've got Ancestral. Like, you don't need to use it in a team fight. If it's gonna heal a lot, just use it. Kelp's just got a double kill. Nice. Wait, no, he didn't kill Johanna. I don't know why it said she was dead. He only killed Gaslight. Replay client bugging out.
Our teammate needs help.
Nova will turn in one day. One of these days. Again, you guys have a huge advantage here, and like, we're not making anything happen. Not making anything happen. Like this guy. I don't know. Like, he's just trolling. Honestly, like, that's just trolling at this stage. That's just trolling. But yeah, like, that's reached the point where it's like reported. That's a reportable offense. Like, he's clearly trolling, or else like it's either he's trolling or it's like one of his mates is playing. It's like, that's not. He's definitely not like playing appropriately at all. He's just trolling. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Not a bad player, just picked the wrong hero. No, he's playing like extremely poorly. Like, unintentionally. Like right there, like just running around in circles. Like, he spent most of the game just running around in circles, not doing anything. So yeah.
Don't let it go to your head. Keep fighting.
Nice damage there. You're going too far in with Rehgar. You're giving Ragnaros just like Q damage and like healing. Your teammates won the fight, which is great. But we could have you could have been there and been more safe. Hey, he's finally turning in. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's literally like some dude who's like, yo, you want to come over and check out Here's the Storm? You want to like give it a shot on my account? That's what it feels like, because it's way below the standard of gold. Like, seriously, I think it's so clear having seen like a Valla silver level play last game. Now you're looking at this guy in gold, and it's like night and day. It's night and day. You guys should probably... I don't think you can go core, unfortunately, but you can certainly do a lot of damage, so that's good. Let's see, missed that. Alright, getting a couple of kills here, you can maybe get core. Certainly you should be looking to get probably the mid keep and the top keep. Hopefully be the goals here. Ragnaros tight. Before Ragnaros kills him. Ragnaros killed him. Nothing you could do there. But yeah, I mean, like, clearly you can see that. You're nowhere near getting core. Core is a very, very distant possibility. So your teammates just, unfortunately, screwed up right there. I mean, there's nothing you could do. You were dead and running from base. But they just needed to group up. You had all the tools. They had multiple dead heroes. Gasso got killed as well. Team wipe them and push core. I mean, like, team wipe them and push core is a great way to win late game, but it's just a question of whether you can actually pull it off. Like, that definitely wasn't a core opportunity right there. Unless you got a couple more kills, but I was just overly ambitious, to say the least. Like, yeah, the Kelthus is playing pretty well, to be honest. Like, he's doing a lot of damage. And that's, like, the main thing, kind of keeping you guys in it. If you look at the damage output, he's done a fair whack. Nazebo now is outscaling him because he's Nazebo. But yeah. I mean, like, Artanis has done more damage. He's done more hero damage than Nova, and he's done more than twice her siege damage. She's not died, but she's not died because she's not done anything. That's why. 8 deaths on Rag, so that's a very bad position from you. And there's no way you can run through an enemy team, it's just way too risky. Suppression Pulse was late to save you. Oh well. That Gazlo combo though. You've got Ancestral, use it! Very late in the Ancestral there. Looks like you got away with it. The Kelthus damage is real, plus the Nazebo. Nice. Go KT, Wrecking Fools. Okay, great. Now you've got the opportunity to go core. I think it's fine to clear out top lane, push through middle, and like try to win the game. Or you could push through top, like destroy top keep, then get the boss and go core. That could also be an option. But you need to make a big play off of this. Boss would be great. So I'd be pinging boss right now. You need to make something happen. I wouldn't like go. You're too far back now. You took too long defending stuff to go core for sure. But boss is, yeah, like boss 10 years ago.
The clutch is ready to form again. Return the gems.
The tilt. Yeah, but it's good to see, like you guys were saying in chat, it's great to see that people, like you guys are still trying your best and everything despite the Nova griefing. And this is not good that Nazebo is doing bruisers and that Nova is heartstoning. This is really bad. You need to be here as 5 people. You can see once again, enemy team is respawned. They have a great opportunity to actually come and kill some of you. Like it's so obvious what you're doing, and you're doing it like down people. Alright, getting a turn in would be fantastic, and then like push top hard. Very mistimed. It's like your teammates are just all over the place. It's just really, really bad map play. But it's like you guys had the opportunity to rush down the boss, turn in top, push in top, easy peasy. Like, what is this bruiser? Like, you got bruisers mid, and Zebo's pushing bottom. The boss is pushed in, and it's going to be half dead before the web weavers arrive, before you guys even arrive. So the boss is quite wasted, unfortunately. And that's just, like, really bad matchup. It's the long and short of it. Like, you could have had 5 of you pushing in with the full health boss, full health web weaver, all stacked up. Instead, you're not going to have anything of the sort. Nice kill, though. Ooh. That's a decent cleanse this time. He's already used Temporal Loop, so no harm in doing it. I definitely, again, be ancestraling this Artanis. It's like, hey, the ancestral healing, it's healing. It adds up. Again, ancestral the Artanis. Like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, he's literally like, the skill shot is on the way to kill him. Whoa, I can save him at the last second. Like, if you do a big fucking massive heal on Artanis, he's not getting that health back anyway, apart from what you do to him. Like, while you're pushing in to win the game. Awesome stuff. No, you guys should win here, so this is good. Like, you basically kill Gazlo perfect, and then just push down the core. And nice. Hooray! 5-0 Nova. Pro. You did Ancestral him, yeah, but you were too late to Ancestral him. Like, you should have Ancestraled him way earlier. 5-0 scoreboard. You're welcome for the win, Nova.
MVP.
Means nothing. Yeah, I think it's a really good example. He's 6-6. I'm 6-0. Sorry, what? Sorry, what? But yeah, like, the Nova play was really bad. Really, really bad. I think it's just so funny that he's walking away going, guys, like, I played fucking great Nova. You guys are idiots. What are you talking about? I don't know if he's just trolling. Like, he's probably just trolling. But hopefully it's pretty obvious that, like, yeah, sure, he didn't die where people did. But he didn't die because he was just not involved in the game. And he put your team at a massive disadvantage because he was just not doing what he should have been doing. He was just standing still in random places. He wasn't with the team. It's like, that was a really long game. Level 25 to level 22. Could have been over so much sooner if Nova actually just did the basics of playing with her team properly. You can see, like, she did less damage than an Artanis. You know? Less damage than an Artanis. So, that's kind of rough. In terms of the Rehgar play, I think he did a pretty good job. The one thing, I do feel that the Ancestrals were very late sometimes. I felt like you were really looking for, like, the clutch Ancestral instead of just... In this case, like, they've got fairly slow damage dealers, but, I mean, there's always a threat. Like, if someone... Like, Artanis, there's a couple of times where he's running around on, like, 20-30% HP. Just Ancestral him. Because, like, you're still looking to fight. You're still looking to push forward. That heal is going to get value. It's going to enable Artanis to get in and do more damage. And, like, tank and do his job. There were a few times where Artanis was stuck kind of running in circles, not able to move forwards, because if he moves forwards, he gets hit by Chrome and he could die. Whereas you had Ancestral available. It's like, it doesn't need to be a clutch Ancestral. If the heal is going to earn value over the course of a team fight, it's worth using just for the heal. It depends on the comp, but yeah. That was, yeah, I think that was one of the things. And then apart from that, I thought he played pretty well. I thought you played pretty well for the most part. It was definitely a difficult game because of Nova. And then Kelvis played very well, and the Zebo did a good job too. Late game, the Zebo scaling. And yeah. The enemy team also had, like, they had some serious feeders and a bad draft. Both teams had a dodgy draft. They had some feeders to counteract the AFK Nova. And yeah. Messy ass game though. The Zebo was pretty decent, but I mean, it's like, it's hard not to play good Nazebo. It's just like, the game goes long and you get MVP. It's literally that simple. Only way to make the plays in the clutch moments. Sir Milat, hi Nubkex, I'm related to question. I often hear you say bad things about Tronda and Brightwing as supports. Mind explaining why exactly, and does that apply to all ranks? Well, the thing with Brightwing is that Brightwing is just very slow, AoE healing. Brightwing is good for, like, ganking, but, like, compared to other healers, she doesn't bring much in terms of team fighting. She's just not as good. So it's all about, you have to pick Brightwing if you're going to be using the global. So she's just underwhelming at the moment in the current meta compared to most of the other supports, just playing a standard support game. And then Tyrande. Tyrande's okay. I actually quite like Tyrande. But like you have to choose her in a reasonable situation. Like I was giving out about Tyrande in one game. I was saying the Tyrande pick like cost the enemy team the game because I picked Chromie and they picked Tyrande, and it's like, well, Tyrande's got really low healing. She's got no cleanse. Chromie's got loads of poke damage and temporal loop. So it's just like, well, picking Tyrande into Chromie is just, you're just trolling your team. You just lost the game for your team because the Chromie pick gets just insane value and there's nothing they can do about it because they don't have a healer. But I think Tyrande is much better than Brightwing overall. She's much more useful, much more often. But yeah. Funky Monkey, my past 2 replays had terrible Very and terrible Nova, saying that I'm good at carrying bad players. Maybe. Yeah, the cooldown on Ancestral is pretty long, so you only want to use it when it's going to get value. But I mean, like, if there's a team fight going to be going on for another 30 seconds, like, it's definitely good. Tron and Diablo isn't actually that good anymore. It used to be very good, but not anymore. Okay. Okay, so next one up, well, we did that one. Soulsore, you're up next. It's gonna be an ETC game, cool. I'm going to go get a drink and a bite to eat, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes, so don't go anywhere. I'm gonna jump into Sky Temple. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll be back in a second, guys. Okay guys, I am back. I'm just having a quick bite to eat. So I'll hit the load button and I'll be back to you in a second. Stream the food. Not gonna stream the food. Okay, so we're looking at ETC, and this is post-rework ETC. Should be pretty interesting. What were the questions that you were asking? So you're saying your team captain, ETC prog rock, give the team a bit more sustain. First time using split push / stage dive style build for ETC, so appreciate feedback on how to properly use the global. Thanks, may Gas Lord guide you. Cool.
5, 4.
The healer insisted on playing Lily.
2, 1.
Okay.
Go fight. Do
Prog rock would allow you to survive. It's okay. Here's a towel. Your team had Butcher and Azebo, so I tried real hard to just soak early and rally late. Yeah, I think that's definitely a thing. It's like your early game, not the best by any means. I mean, it's fine. I mean, their early game's not that good either. So, yeah. I mean, you're going up against Varian, who's also bad early on. Kelthus isn't that good early on either. So they've got a bunch of scaling heroes too. And one of the big difficult things is that you've got Artanis against Butcher, which is pretty terrible. Right there, you guys just went too far forwards in lane. Like, your teammates weren't there for some reason. Like, what happened there? Like, Lili and Li Ming just weren't there. So, yeah. That's a bit unfortunate. Just your teammates were kind of like AFK. So they just like rolled over you right there. Yeah, this is like a silver level game. ETC's nerf hit him hard. Yeah, it definitely did. Like, ETC is definitely not performing as well as he used to by any means. The nerf is pretty damn rough. But yeah, in this map, like, you kind of leave the soul lane down bottom at the start. You kind of want to soak the lanes and take one of the temples. And this is difficult because your team's positioning is a bit all over the place. But you definitely want to be actually moving in here and contesting one of these. Like, at least Butcher go in and start taking top if they're all going to be bottom. Like, you definitely don't want to fight 4v4 and lose the temple. Zebo's going to get some split push, which is nice. But yeah, I think it's a great idea for you to go up here. Dodge the vision as well, so you kind of disguised it. And then help the Butcher, maybe even spring a gank on the Sylvanas. This is nice. I like this a lot. Okay, good stuff. Frightening's coming in. Okay, cool. You did as much as you could there. You got some decent damage on her. That's fine. Now, you're in a bit of a rough spot. And again, I think it's great that you're coming out here and clearing this lane. Yourself a regen globe. Good stuff. You might lose the end of this temple because Zebo is pushing bottom, but you're getting ahead in XP. He's doing damage, so that's all good. And Dandy, I would probably go and help your team now. Like, they're being killed behind you while you're still doing this wave. Hey, look, the entire enemy team. Oh, isn't that nice? Oh, Butcher just died. Whoops. So I think you should have been like there helping to peel for your team much sooner. I don't know why you're there killing the wave. But yeah, I mean, like, the Zebo choosing to go bottom instead of fighting over this ultimately means that you're going to lose that. I also wouldn't be picking a fight here. Like, you got Li Ming, but, like, she's not been the best so far. She's been pretty passive, like, in terms of her movement and stuff. So, like, I wouldn't be relying on the Li Ming to make any super duper fancy plays and be super aggressive and ready to follow up on that. You guys were outnumbered, so I'd be playing that one a bit more chill. So you guys are ahead in XP. We haven't seen how much damage Zebo has done, but hopefully he's done quite a lot. This is Silver 4 in NA. That's cool. Okay, in terms of talents, by the way. See this open. So we went for Prog Rock. I think that's fine. I think it's a pretty good choice here. And loudspeakers, increasing face melt range and knockback. That's okay as well. You know, against a Varian, it could be kind of useful. It could be useful for Arthas as well and peeling him off. So I'm okay with that one. I think it's okay. It's going to be very hard for the Butcher to fight into an Arthas, though. That's one of the real tough things here. It's going to be so hard for him to fight into an Arthas. So good luck to him. Interesting, Varian actually opted for Warbringer. I think that's a big mistake. Instead of getting the shield wall, which is so good against Zebo and Li Ming. So that's a mistake, and that's good for you guys. Li Ming's again, Li Ming gone for Ether Walker, and like she's gone literally like the worst build out of all builds. So that sucks, and there's nothing you can do about that. But oh well. Zebo starts off with the Q build and skips the Q talent. That's the best one. Well, second best. Spider Colony's best, but he skips the really good Q talent here, unfortunately. So definitely a lot of big mistakes in terms of builds here. Nice work by you. That's a great gank. Now you guys want to get out of here. You're going to take so much damage from minions. Like, he's in serious danger of maybe dying. Okay, he's just barely keeping himself alive. It was pretty close. But yeah, like don't underestimate the damage that Siege Giants and a massive minion wave will do. Just take the kill, back off, and then clear it out. I like the Echo Pedal is great as well. Fortunately, it doesn't do any damage to mercs. Not mercs, sorry, monsters. So it won't help you clear out these things. The temples. Again, right here, I'd be looking to help my team because they're fighting. Okay, great. Kill the Brightwing. That's fantastic. Hopefully your team can come around and help you kill Arthas soon. I don't think they've noticed that Arthas is behind yet. Like, they're over here. Like, he's kind of out there. I don't know. Okay, eventually gets killed. Great. This is going well for you guys so far, though. I mean, as you can see, like, there's no real problem in terms of, like, early game, late game. Like, you know, it's like their team also is a scaling team. So, yeah, I mean, you got nothing really to watch out for here. Like, you can see that you were worried at the start that you didn't have a good early game team, but I mean, they've got Varian and Kelthus. They don't have a good early game team either, so yeah. Drinkrun152 says, I miss playing ETC. Hurry up with the buffs, please. They hit him way too hard. Yeah, they did hit him way too hard. I mean, to be fair, ETC has been like one of the best warriors for as long as I can remember. So it's not like he's losing out too much. I mean, you guys have got level 10, so you could definitely make some big plays here. I mean, taking the boss would definitely be an aggressive option. But with how far split apart everyone is, not really at the moment. You can definitely use your E for a bit of extra wave clear. Got full mana, so there's no harm in doing it whatsoever. Trigger that Echo Pedal level 7 and push things a little bit harder here. Got Disintegrate for Li Ming. Jug for Lily, that's good. Furnace Blast, okay, I guess. Stage Dive, cool. But yeah, Split Push ETC, you can definitely make use of this now. Again, like your team's a bit all over the place. Your teammates are dying when you've got heroics and then the team doesn't. It's a real mess. You guys are all over the place. I think that's like a really obvious thing. Okay, he's texting. But like, I think that's really obvious, you know, that it's like you guys hit level 10, you've got this, like the biggest power spike in the game, and there's no plays being made. It's just kind of like lollygagging about, nothing is going on. And then you even lose a hero at level 10 advantage for no reason. Enemy team takes a fort. It's like, that's a real misuse of resources. So it's okay. Like, top lane will typically be the most split pushy lane in this game, with the bruiser camps. You know, that's typically going to be the one that you're going to be focused on. Right, hopefully Lily can run away. She's unfortunately overstayed and she is dead as a dodo. She's just positioned too far forwards. You can power slide out, so you're going to be fine. So this is kind of rough. Now you're getting a great push up top, and they're going to start off that top temple. You just want to play very safe here. The variant's actually pretty risky. Yeah, like, this is pretty scary. Here, unfortunately. You're reliant on, like, Nazeebo needing to actually come. You want to definitely be running here. Okay. Ooh, very close. You can knock him back with your W, which is worthwhile doing. Like, there is a risk that he kills you. Okay, you're okay. But that was a little bit risky from you. You could have gone in actually against the Brightwing there. Once we saw that they weren't following up with the rest, there was an opportunity there to actually keep going and put out some pretty good damage. This is a good stage dive. I like that a lot. Good power slide. Nice timing. Great stuff. I like that. Cool. You did that one well. With this, like, invading that bottom tempo would have been a good thing to do, but Nazeebo Hearthstone back, and then your teammates are focusing on the middle tempo. But you could definitely punish, like, them with the kills that you just got by making some more aggressive plays around the place. Notification text, hero name. 5 gloves to go. That's awesome stuff. Lily's in a lot of trouble. You're running away. So again, that's something to be aware of, is that your healer is in tons of trouble. She's actually just had to pop her heroics to keep her alive. Do I know which patch HGC will be played on tomorrow? I don't. I presume probably this one, but I don't actually know. One thing you could do is like let your team know in the chat how long is left on stage dive. I mean, they can see it, but it's useful to kind of point that information out anyway. You can maybe like pick a fight here. Like you can see how little mana Kel'Thas has. You can definitely use that to your advantage. Also be considering like knocking Artanis away. Okay, now we'd like stun them. Great stuff. Not the best knockback. Luckily Bob goes back in. Okay, great. Butcher's finished his quest. That's a good power slide this time. Pretty good knockback too. Good stuff. Alright, nice. Good stage dive as well. Good power slide. You can knock him back too. Great. Nice. Really well played. I think you're playing a really good game of EGC here. For like the standard of silver. It's really, really good. Yeah, actually, that's right, Burnt Natural. They'll probably play the one with the goofy Cassia eyes. And this is a good idea to attempt the boss. I like it a lot. Let's catch up with the talents. Let's see what we went for here. So you went for face melt, slowing enemies. I like that. I like the build. I think it's good. I think one of the things I'd hope... Yeah, I think you're playing it well. I think it's nice. And you're a healer now with Prog Rock as well. That's cool. Yeah, alt-clicking the abilities will tell your team. So alt-click your heroic and you'll tell your teammates that you've got this long left or whatever it happens to be. Now you've got 20 seconds on this. I think you're in the right place at the right time here too. I think it's good. Aggressive shredding. I think this is a really good call too. It's going to synergize very nicely with Prog Rock. So yeah, I like the talent build. I think it's a great talent build. Unfortunately, Zeebo's doing bruisers. You should really be fighting over this. And unfortunately, they're trying to push this in. I mean, Li Ming will get a little bit extra damage, but I think it's a bit overkill. But yeah, I mean, this should be really easy for you guys to actually... Like, who's up there in that top temple? There's 2 of them. I think if your team was paying a bit more attention, you could have punished them. I mean, if Nazebo and Butcher went in, you could stage dive in and get 2 kills and then secure 2 temples, and it would have been fantastic. So that's like a big missed opportunity for sure. So very, very slow here on the rotations from your team. I'd definitely be looking to stage dive in now. Like, I'd be stage diving in already. Press your E and stage dive in. Much too slow. Much too slow to join in here. Like, there's been a fight going on for a long, long time. See, Nazebo's dead. Luckily, your team gets 2 kills. But it could have gone a lot better for you if you were in there earlier and on time. He should be able to kill him, no problem. Like, stun him just to be safe right there. It's getting a little bit scary. Just in case. Which had nice 3 kills. You could have got more out of that without Nazebo. Hey, Nikaboo. So that worked out in the end, but you could hopefully see that could have been a bit better. Like using your Prog Rock to heal yourself up, and then like looking up and stage diving in earlier on. I think that would have worked a little bit better. Okay, this is a nice push for you guys. Now they are respawning, so you do need to be quite careful. Again, I'll be using your E to wave clear here. Like, use that E. You've got the cooldown reduction at level 16. You can definitely use it. I'll also be looking at running away. A good knockback. There you go, using the E to heal. Should be doing that more often. You can see just how much healing you get off of that. Well, Lily's helping a bit as well. But you get a lot of healing. You guys are well ahead. I think you just play it pretty cool at this stage. You know, if they overextend, you can take a fight. But you can just, like, keep the map pushed in. Keep control of the map. Keep that XP advantage going. Hit level 20 first. Then win at level 20. Win the next shrine phase. The boss should be up relatively soon as well. Boss, 2 minutes. Okay, nice. This should be a kill on the very end. I still be going in here as much as I can. Like, the Butcher's gone in, you need to back him up. So right there, you're playing a bit too passive. You could have stage dive in on top of him. Luckily, Nazebo does secure 1 kill. That could have gone a lot better for you guys, though, I think. like the Butcher was in there and being attacked, you could have been in there helping to tank for him and all of that sort of stuff. Again, I'll be using the E much more often than you're using it to heal yourself up. And again, there's no real reason to force a fight. I mean, steal away their bruisers. I wouldn't, again, bother stage diving here at all. I think it's a waste. You could just, you know, you can just kill their siege camp and then walk up. You guys are going to have level 20. They're not going to be able to stop you anyway. And then you still have the stage dive heroic to maybe make a play if your team can set up a split push or something like that. But yeah, still, this is a good solid lead for you guys. It's looking really good. Level 20 coming up. They're down 2 keeps. They'll probably lose this third one. The Zebo's pushing in. Now is when you would like to have stage dive. Got Bolt of the Storm. Okay. Both of the Storm in after this Keltis. There you go. Nice. Good kill. I'm putting some good pressure on here as well. I like it. Nice. Oh, you could have stunned her there. She might not die now. Yeah, she's gonna... Oh, no. Disintegrate comes up and she does go down. Good. That's pretty close. Unfortunately, Zebo did die against the variant, but you guys could like go core at this stage. They've got 4 dead heroes. Fortunately, your teammates aren't going in with you, so you need to be really careful. But yeah, I mean, like you've got Siege Giants pushing core. Should be pretty easy for you to do. Alright, you kind of have to run away at this stage. You could stage dive out of there. You'd also knock him back with W. Okay, not the most flawless escape, but you got out in the end. Could have gone better. And then you went way too aggressive going in there. Like, you didn't need to Bolt of the Storm. You really didn't need it. He was gonna die to the Butcher anyway. Like, you didn't need to use Bolt of the Storm there. So that's an unfortunate situation where you died. Like, you could just let them kill him. You could Hearthstone and then use Stage Dive to just go on the core. Anyway, they can definitely do that, but like... Hopefully this works out. But like, you guys have won this game. Let's just hope they don't throw it. But it looks like it's going to be fine. Arthas is top. Shouldn't be a problem. The boss just wins the game straight up. So, yeah, I mean, take the boss. Core's on 36% HP. Let's go take a Siege Champ. Let's go take Bruisers. Why would we push Core? What a ridiculous idea. Time to get a Merc Camp. You're right, Funky Monkey. I'll go push Core any day now. Any day now. I mean, one way not to win is to just let all the core shields respawn and take Merc Camps instead of pushing with the boss. I just like stage dive in. Yeah, nice. Nice. That's a good stun. Hit all their teams. Great stuff. Varian goes down. That's great. Alright, there we go. Alright, good. You take out the core. Good job. Alright, nice. Yeah, I thought your ETC play was pretty good. I think there was just like a couple of things I was talking about in terms of like your positioning and stuff like that. But like, I thought the talent build was good. I thought it worked out fine. I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about Lily at this level of play. Because Lily's very easy and that actually does matter. But yeah, I thought it was good. I thought the stage dives were pretty good as well. Yeah, I thought it was fine. I mean, like just go back over like the few little things I mentioned in terms of like the smaller mechanical things as you were going. But yeah, for like apart from a couple of times where you just seemed kind of like the enemy team was behind you and you weren't noticing, that went pretty well, dude. It went pretty well. Okay, next person up. Got one. We've time for maybe 3 more replays. Okay, cool. We got one from the White Dingo. So stage dive. Sorry, I didn't see. You got a couple of questions there, Soulsor. So stage dive never be used for moving around the map like a Falstad Z. You can use it sometimes like the Falstad flight, but so overall feedback: more map awareness for global, more E, better positioning. Yeah, I think like definitely using the E more often was a pretty big deal. That would be one of the main things. Bit more map awareness. I mean, it's different. Like. Usually, you don't want to use stage dive just like to hop over to a lane to soak. Usually. Maybe in a very rare circumstance, but not usually, no. Not usually, no. You usually want to run somewhere physically, then stage dive into the fight, because stage dive has team fight applications. Like, it does decent-ish damage, and it slows people down. It's pretty good for that, and it also lets you like engage into a really good spot. So generally you want to save stage dive to be the engage tool for the fight. Sometimes you can use it for just simply traveling the map for no reason except to go soak or take an objective early, but rarely. I can't give you any like hard and fast rules. People actually did much better this week in terms of sending them in early, which is more helpful. But yeah, we're still getting loads coming in here. Try to get to as many as possible. Alright, White Dingo. I'm gonna be playing Tyreal. I think the positioning was fairly decent there, so it wasn't too bad. I think definitely using your E to heal yourself up more often, especially late game, is more important. And yeah, but I think you played a pretty damn solid game for the most part, and you guys pretty much won it pretty consistently. Just like people taking Mercamps too much and not pushing advantages. Does he want sex? Sure. Always. Everyone send games when they win. Most of them. White Dingo left the game. Oh no. Hopefully he comes back at some stage. White Dingo is gonna send us in a game where he disconnects and is a bot for the entire game. He's like, what could I have done better? Teach me.
10 seconds.
White Dingo, please.
5, 4.
Game loaded wrong. You do come back, don't you?
1.
This isn't the end, right? I'm a bot. Please help. Okay. He's got a talent available and everything.
A hero has rejoined the battle.
Alright, White Dingo's back. I was like, are we going to coach a bot through this whole thing? That could be fun. Alright, nice. Here are the talents. So, I like the Smite talent. I think it's great. Purge Evil. All bot but Tyreal. Yeah, looking at your comp, like, you've got pretty bad solo laners. Tyreal is probably the best one to solo lane. Like, he's fine. You can disrupt Ragnaros. I think I had a game with Tyreal against Rag, and it was kind of fun. But yeah, you can disrupt his Q stacking with your W, so that's a pretty worthwhile thing to do. And then, like, maybe have Zeratul gank him every now and then. But yeah. Tyreal with six skin and a retarded force. Oh, missed the E. You do pretty decent against Rag. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you're doing a pretty good job. I mean, you could even... I mean, he can push in kind of aggressively. But I was going to say, like, you could potentially... Like, if he's going to play that passive, you can potentially, like, zone him off. Like, right there, you popped the W. It didn't really do anything. But, like, you want to conserve your mana. Use W when he's going to... Okay, you could have killed him there if you played that better. You want to lead off with your Q. Your Q actually applies a slow, right? So you hit someone with your Q, it does a 25% slow for 2.5 seconds, and then when you teleport, it reapplies the slow. So you can slow them down a lot, and if you'd slowed them down, you could have actually killed him right there, and that would have worked out really well. So that could have actually been a kill on Ragnaros. But you can see he's had an absolutely shocking time stacking his quest, and that's great for you. Taking this camp is fine. It's not too bad. you definitely want to get this I'd be grabbing that regen globe before you come in here, because you're low on mana. And I'd also not be using my W unless I really need to. I'd be trying to save mana at this point in the game. Nice kill on Arthas, good focus. Good Q onto him, slow him down. Actually, Jaina does die to the side, but this should probably be a Karazim kill. Yeah, nice, he's dead, good stuff. Alright, great. You definitely want to move in aggressively and start taking as many skulls as possible. So this is good. You want to move with the team as Tyreal. I think it was on Haunted Mines we were playing it actually. And we tried to solo one of these camps as Tyreal and it's so bad, like it just doesn't work. So right now my goal would be to like take these small camps, Hearthstone for mana, and then come back in like as 5 to try to fight over the big golem or invade them if they're doing it. But yeah, I'd say definitely like the mana management and cooldown management on Tyreal isn't the best so far. Zeratul is super screwed. Yeah, you guys have overstayed here for sure. Zeratul is like chasing people around trying to get kills and you guys are being punished for it. Yeah, I just run. You want to just stay alive, and if you can, it's going to be pretty hard. You don't have Q available, so I think you just die. So that sucks. But yeah, you can see that went wrong. Like, your teammates were like chasing for kills instead of just grouping up and moving as 4 or 5 and taking all the small skulls, Hearthstone out, move back as 5, and then fight over the big one. So it's going to give the enemy team actually a very big advantage here. So that sucks. Out of mana on Tyreal, story of my life. Yeah, it's like you have to be careful with how you spend his abilities. Great value.
Break free and destroy your enemies.
Axie Smaxie, I mean, it does depend a little bit what the best strategy on mines is, depending on comps. But you typically, I mean, generally you're going to be wanting to fight over the skulls and get as many skulls as possible. Generally speaking. Like, the skulls are pretty important, usually. White Dingo saying, I always try to get that trait value. So this is pretty nice, and I'd definitely be defending, like, full on against their golem. It's gonna be so much stronger. Like, yeah, you want, like, one person to soak top, I guess. Probably a Nubarak or you is a good option. And then the rest to come and try to kill this thing. Your guys are a bit all over the place. This is going to do a lot of damage. I mean, your one's not going to do too much. They got Ragnaros anyway. Rip Brightwing. Nice knowing you. Oh, looks like a Nubarak. The Ragnaros kind of sucks, so that's good. Gone from my realm. You've seen people defending a 30 skull golem as 4. Yeah, it's really bad. Basically, it's like whoever gets the stronger golem usually is the... You want to defend against the stronger golem, or if you get the stronger one to push with it. Obviously, if it's like one is pushing on a fort, one's pushing on a keep, the keep's much more important, that sort of stuff. Right here, it's like, yeah, I don't know if you have enough to force a fight. They're low on mana, so there's that, but this could turn into death very quickly. Okay, good. Luckily, a Nubarak lived there. That's actually a pretty big deal. Okay, I don't like the level 7 talent choice at all. I like Heretic Reforging a lot. I think that's great. It is difficult to use because you have to hit the enemy. So I mean, you can upgrade your Smite as well with the... There's a bunch of good talents at level 4. But like the Swift Retribution at 4 is really good and it's easier to use. But Heretic Reforging is, in my opinion, the best overall if you can use it. Once again, we've got Jaina picks up the 2 Q talents and then doesn't pick the best Q talent for whatever reason. But yeah, this one's pretty useless. Angel's Grace is not very good. Reciprocate is much better. And that also is going to work well in terms of clearing the mines, clearing the mercs, that sort of stuff. It makes you basically do a chunk of AoE damage when your shield breaks. So that's quite useful. Rip Zeratul. So yeah, now you guys are a level behind. I think you can see what's kind of gone wrong. Like you were ahead at one stage, and then there's been a few big mistakes made in a row. You had like you got ahead in the mine phase, didn't play it right. The enemy team ended up getting a stronger golem. Like the Zeratul is playing quite badly, unfortunately. He's been all over the place, looking for kills that he can't get and just getting himself killed. And then the enemy team just has a simple, solid team composition, and they're playing a simple game, and they're just winning with that. So it's pretty rough. They've got level 10 to level 8, which is a rough spot to be in. Yeah, the KT build is a bit all over the place too. All the builds are a bit all over the place, to be honest. Zeratul might actually get a kill. Probably gonna die. Yeah, he's just gonna die. Alright, cool. You got one there. That's good. You can use your Q to get out of there. Like, I think you're definitely, like, you guys are trying to take a fight way too hard. Anubarak had DC'd, and, like, you guys don't have level 10, so, I mean, like, the Zeratul's leading you very much astray, trying to push things in aggressively and take aggressive fights. It's not good for you. But yeah, fighting level 9 versus 11, it's so risky. You just want to take a small win and get out of there. Instead, it's like Zeratul's trying to coax you into doing too much, and you're paying a pretty big price for it. Now you guys are way behind on skulls once again. Zeratul's even calling GG. It's really bad luck that you've got this Zeratul. He's probably been the worst player on the team so far, and now he's calling GG. So he's trying to undermine the team on multiple levels. I know that soaking is the hardest thing for people to do up until Platinum, yeah, for sure. And what you want to try to do is try, I guess, to force a team fight. Catch someone out of position like this. Yeah, this is great. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. You want to dive from here. You want to dive him super fucking hard. Okay, but yeah, if you guys can get a couple of kills, it's pretty good. If you can get a couple of kills, might not happen here. Alright, so your team really split up and didn't actually get the kills. So that, again, that's a really missed opportunity because people split all over the place, got super greedy and didn't actually just focus on the easy kills. Like, you just focus on the easy kills and take it. Now you guys are going to be trying to take this big golem, and they've all respawned. Like, they could come in and contest this. It could go pretty badly for you. We'll see if they do or not. Looks like they're not going to. They're happy to take the 72 skulls. But they've got a really good spot to actually come in and try to kill you guys. Zeratul keeps looking for kills and keeps getting himself killed. He just about survives. Brightwing is able to save him. You're there as well. Shit, this Zeratul. Yeah, that's a good tip from Drink Run. You can like body block quite a bit as Tyreal, which is just standing between them and where they want to run while still stutter stepping. Difficult to do mechanically, but you can like really slow them down and get them in a rough spot. Like just by physically putting your body in the way, just body blocking their movements. Very useful thing to do. And once again, they've got a very strong golem, so you're going to have a tough time defending against this. Nubrak hates his life. You hate his life. I like that. Zeratul gets a kill. Hype. Yeah, this is going to be a very tough game for you guys. Like, your team doesn't have any particularly good synergies, whereas they kind of do. I mean, you've got 2 spell armor warriors, which is good against their team because it's like all spell damage, but I'm not sure about this one. This is looking pretty rough. How do you die as Zeratul? Anything is possible if you believe. If you believe. Okay. This is a pretty good time to move in. One thing you do have is VP Ring of Frost. We'll see. Actually, I didn't think of that. My bad. I'm kind of... My brain's not working too well today. Probably noticed. Funky Monkey predicting. At the end of the game, Zeratul will type GG easy. You're welcome for the carry. Yeah, guarantee. You can tell he's kind of that type of person. By the way, I think the Sanctification pick is good. Definitely want to... Oh my god. Zeratul saying thank you for the carry. Blocks 3-man Ring of Frost like a boss. Hey, we escaped. Hooray! I just love the chat reaction. Oh man, that sucked balls. That sucked balls. So much. Thanks, Zeratul. You're going in very aggressively here where you don't really have any follow-up. Like, you got Jane with no mana. Doesn't seem like a good time to go in. Now you've got no HP. I would not be lucky to fight this here. I'd be lucky to run the fuck away. Okay, anyway. I'm also not a huge fan of this level 13. It's kind of weird. All of this level 13 suck. But I don't think Angelic Might is any good. I think you're much better off with Burning Rage just for a bit more straightforward damage. Or Angelic Absorption for a bit more tankiness if you want that. I don't think this one is that strong though. Jaina would have done so much. Wolfie Filcher saying that's the other Zeratul Jaina combo. Instead of freezing them, then Jaina ulting. Why not like this? Jaina lands the perfect Ring of Frost, and then you save the enemy team with BP. That's very true. Anyway, this is a much better start to the Mind Phase for you guys. They don't have level 16 yet, so you still got time. Now, again, I'd be looking very much so to joining your team and fighting with them. It's actually a decent VP this time. Good Sanctification as well, I like that. Now your damage dealers are gone, so this is not really a good spot to keep fighting too much. It's be super risky. Luckily, the Ragnaros isn't too great. Your teammates do arrive once again. That worked out well. You want to take the small skulls and then the big one. Now, unfortunately, if your teammates... This is somewhat risky. You're going to be super bad at doing this, especially without Burning Rage. The noob play is awesome. Yeah, the noob is doing a good job. I mean, it's like, I feel like the rest of your teammates are for the most part doing a good job. The Zeratul is a bit of a weak link. And then you got Brightwing as your support, which is not great at all. I mean, Brightwing Zeratul can work as a combo for ganking, but like, have they done any Brightwing Zeratul ganks? No, so what's the point? Anyway, this time you guys get loads of skulls. I think that's good. A good team fight. It was a good VP that time. And it works out pretty well. Best team comp. Medivh, Viking, Samuro, Cho'Gall, Raven, Familiar, Value. That sounds terrible. Okay. Definitely want to join up with your team and push in with your team this time around. One person to defend that keep would be kind of good, but alternatively you could try to like dive against them really hard. That's pretty good. Nice job jumping on the Kelpis. Try to blow him up as quickly as possible. Took a long time to kill him there. And then, unfortunate heroic timing. Sank isn't up. This took way too long to kill that Kelpis. The follow-up was way too slow. And he paid a pretty big price for that. Guys didn't have 16. Sanctification wasn't quite available. It didn't kill Kelpis in time. He got return damage. And you guys just melted then under the AoE. I think it's a bit of bad luck that he didn't have Sank. Like, it was literally just a couple of seconds off cooldown. And like, I would have expected the Kelpis to die much quicker there myself as well. So, c'est la vie. I do like the... I think Holy Ground is great. Yeah. Northern Exposure. That's nice. Very nice. It's like he's going for full Beetle build, but then didn't take the Beetle spell armor, so they can die really easily. Kind of funky. So unfortunately because of that, you guys walk away like way worse off than you had been. Your bottom keep is almost dead. The enemy team keeps are perfectly healthy. Good opportunity for him to VP. Yeah, nice. Ring of Frost, Ring of Frost, Ring of Frost. Hype. She can hit a 5-man Ring of Frost. Didn't activate it. Okay, there we go. Finally. Good sanctification. Rip Brightwing. That's what you get for playing Emerald Wind Brightwing. You should be able to kill him. You can block him with Holy Ground. Okay, not the best spot. You can just like physically block him here. Alright, cool. Good job. Nice kill. Yeah, I think pushing in through bottom lane, destroy a keep. I don't think you can go core, but you definitely get a keep, and that will help you out so much. Especially because you're keep down bottom. You could die so easily. Actually, like your team, your pushing potential is really bad. Like Jaina without Ice Lance, especially. Maybe you can't even get a keep. Yeah, I don't know if you can actually. You know what? It's probably better to just Hearthstone out and. Well, pity he didn't have Holy Ground. He could maybe kill him there. But Jaina's got no mana. Yeah, I think you just want to run away and Hearthstone heal up and then go into the mines. That sucks. Yeah, I didn't think it, like your push potential is so low with the team comp you got that you couldn't even get the keep. That's unfortunate. Who wants to keep if you can get camps? I wouldn't be getting this camp here. I'd be Hearthstoning and making sure to get as many skulls as possible. It's like you kind of need the HP and you kind of need the mana. So you're putting yourselves in a somewhat awkward spot. I mean, Zeratul needs to go clear top lane. You put yourselves in an awkward spot. We'll see how this works out. So you're definitely in a somewhat suboptimal position to fight over there. So we'll see how this goes. Okay. This could be set up pretty well. You've got the VP Ring of Frost combo available. They're on your side of the map. Yeah, I think taking a small camp real quick is a good idea. Burn it down as quickly as you can. Okay, it was 36 to 36. Dead even on this. I'd definitely be scouting out that big one. Take a peek. I think they've gone for that Merc camp in the bottom, like the bottom sappers. Oh, hello. No, sorry, they're doing the thing. You guys definitely want to fight this. Like, you could run past their Gargantuan. This is such a good opportunity to dive them. Fortunately, you guys are all being cowardly. Like, you got Sanctification. It's so easy to dive. Oh, that's such a fail by you guys. That's such a fail. Like, that was so easy to get in there and make stuff happen. Like, you've got Zeratul VP. You've got Sanctification. Like, you've got all the tools to dive in. Because no one was willing to make that the plunge. That sucks. And they just, like, with simply as putting a Gargantuan in the choke point that you can just run past and then fight them without Gargantuan. So easy. Instead, they just take all the skulls for free.
We step closer to victory.
Okay, this is actually pretty good for you. That VP though. Whoa. You should have stayed in that a little bit longer. That doesn't matter in the end. Double kill, cool. This is gonna be attacking your core though.
Killing spree. Hurry, the enemy is attacking your core.
Alright, this shouldn't do any core damage, so that's good. Oh, might do a little bit. It won't do anything too significant. But yeah, your bottom keep's gonna die as well. So you guys are gonna be in a real rough spot here. A real rough spot. The VP nearly killed Jaina. I bet the Zeratul's like, oh, damn, I'm good at Zeratul, probably. So you guys are losing this pretty badly. The enemy team's gonna hit 20. There's nothing you can do about that. I think their late game comp is much better than yours. You're down 2 keeps. Like, I'd be surprised if you guys won unless you get like a miraculous team fight. It's not looking too good. Not looking too good.
Enemy must be punished.
Ragnaros still hasn't finished his level 1 Q quest. So that's good. Again, I'd be watching your teammates here in case they're gonna suicide or something. Like they're super far forward. Jaina goes in for the ring. Zeratil's half dead. This Zeratil thing. Nubrak is probably dead. Good work keeping him alive. Yeah, that's super messy. That's like all your heroics gone for nothing. For like madness. Yeah, so that was, I don't know what Zeratul and Jaina were looking for there. It didn't work out though. Holy shit. I need to pause this game, guys. Guys, you know what? I was saying Rag and 28 stacks of his Q quest is pretty bad. However, you know what's like the most ridiculous mistake so far in this game? You know what is like the classic mistake in this game? The tooltips covering this. Look at this. 63 stacks on a Zebo, and he chooses Vile Infection. 22 minutes into the game, the enemy team has hit level 20. Over the course of those 20 minutes, let's say 20. Let's just simplify it. Let's say 20 minutes. Nazebo got 63 stacks. He chose a quest that requires 150 stacks to actually do anything at all. He has no... Nazebo doesn't have a level 20 talent. This does nothing. It took him 20 minutes to get 60 stacks. To get 150 stacks will take him about an hour. The game will have to go an hour long for this level 20 to actually get value. Is he the problem? Okay, number one, he's doing a bad job of farming stacks. Fine. But the worst mistake is, I mean, Haunted Mines has to be probably... Battlefield of Eternity would be the other exception. But Battlefield of Eternity usually ends quicker than Haunted Mines though. But like, they're the two worst maps for getting stacks. It's very hard to get stacks. But Nazebo has 3 options at level 20 for his talent. If you have 63 stacks of your trait, you do not take Vile Infection. If you have 100 stacks of your trait, you don't take Vile Infection. 120 stacks, you might not want to take Vile Infection. 130, 140, you can probably get away with it. But yeah, like he has Fury of the Storm, which is fine. You can upgrade Gargantuan, which is really good. There's so many great options for him to take. Nazebo doesn't have a level 20. This is like a permanent level 19 Nazebo, basically. He doesn't have level 20. So that. Also, he's got like Toads of Hugeness. His talent build is all over the place. But this one is by far the worst. It's like, you know how many stacks you got. Like, this is 100%. It's kind of one of those weird things where it's like, he's following like the cookie cutter thing. Like, he knows that Vile Infection is like the best level 20 talent in the game, so it's like, I need to pick this, but hasn't stopped to go, wait, it's not gonna do anything. There goes VP. Anyway, that's a really big mistake. It's like, you don't just cookie cutter pick the build. Like, think about it at least a little bit. Late game is Evo no longer OP, that's for sure. Yeah, he's just a fairly regular hero here. A bit late in that Sank, but you guys got a kill in return, so that's good. Ring of Frost not used in that fight. Worth noting. I'll be very careful here, you could well die. Now, they might throw in the core. That's kind of your only hope, to be honest with you. Is that they kind of... And down goes Zeratul again. Okay, great. You want to dive the fuck out of him. Oh, no! Okay, good. You want to kill Ragnaros. Yeah, you're super low. I'd even consider suiciding this Tyreal at this point to get trait value. Oh, 3 catapults. stat page, so Zeratul deaths. He's only died 6 times. I mean, it is twice as much as everyone else, but... oh boy. Also, like, Chain Bomb Kel'Thus build into Sanctification should really be a bad idea. Okay, what you guys want to do? You want to try find them and just try kill them here? And hope they're being super fucking greedy because you outnumber them? Alright, Kel'Thus is still dead for 10 seconds. Like, if you can find them and kill them, this would be really good. Like, I would 100% be running to that left-hand side and trying to block that entrance. You can block with the Holy Ground. Like, you need to, like, keep killing them. And, yeah, like, this is not too good now. Not your best Q in the world. Ring Frost works out, but Brightwing cancels it. So many counter synergies. Zeratul will kill someone one of these days. That should be game. Oh, even Rag even lives. Ah, that was that kind of sucks. So that's GG. That's game over. I think you guys have been honestly, like, you guys didn't deserve to win this game. You've been like sort of slowly losing this one. I think in terms of the Tyreal gameplay, I'd change the build. Like, I changed this talent and this talent very much so. Like, Reciprocate and Burning Rage would have been so much more useful for you in this game. Then I'd watch out for the positioning of your Qs. Like, your Q placement was not the best. Like, in the team fights, getting behind the enemy team, like, locking them into a bad position with Holy Ground and punishing them that way would be a lot more valuable. And then as well, like, early game, managing your mana a bit better. Yeah, I think those are some of the main things. But it was a good game to send in. I think that was a good game to send in because there's a lot of big mistakes to talk about. Zebo, I don't know if you guys saw at the end, he finished the game with 64 stacks. You got one more. You got one more. So god damn it, that talent pick was worth it. Jaina got MVP. She did okay, I suppose. Tough game, tough game. GG easy, can't carry these noobs. There till 2017. I mean, he didn't really flame at all. He was pretty nice, but. Okay. Okay, Burnt Nacho, you're up next. What's some Artanis gameplay? Okay. All these games today have been super long. They're all like 20. Like, we've had 27 minutes, 28 minutes. This one was a normal length game, then 27 minutes. Hey, normal length game. Hype. He got 1 stack in 2 minutes. That's right. Zeratul had more deaths than his Evo stacks. Oh, man. That was ridiculous. Burnt Nacho, your wait is over. Your wait is over. Okay. Let's see how this one goes. Can't wait to watch some gold pleb gameplay. At gaming, I'm scared to send in a replay. You might call me bad. I don't call people. I call out mistakes when they happen, but I think I'm pretty nice. Hopefully, I'm normally nice to you guys. I'll be mean. You should be scared if someone sends in a replay and you're on the team. That's when you should be scared.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Read the email? Sorry, Burnt Nacho. I'll read the email. Hey, sending you a replay. One thing to note is I do get frustrated and salty at times. Okay, that's fine.
Let the battle begin.
Prepare for assault. AI gets MVP. I don't accept quick match, Rodney. Okay, missed some stuff there. Let's check out the talents as well. So you've gone for... Oops. Okay. Fucking flip the camera. Which one is you? Number 1. Okay, great. Reactive parry. I'm not a big fan. They don't have really basic attacky heroes. Like, false set attacks really fast. I don't think it's a great choice. I definitely think Amateur Opponent or Seasoned Marksman's better here. Amateur Opponent gives you more boss taking capabilities and solo laning. Seasoned for just more general damage. I think Reactive Parry is a bad choice, so that's one thing to watch out for. This Nazeebo is literally out of mana 1 minute into the game. You could also flip him back and like just do loads of damage. Hey, nice. You might just encourage him to Hearthstone sooner though, that's one thing. He might not Hearthstone if you don't. But yeah, you want to push this real hard. Okay, he's gonna tap as well. Again, you could even normal flip this guy. Like, his positioning's real bad. Alright, that's definitely a mistake. Like, you can even just normal... Like, he walks forward for the regen thing. You can just normal flip him. He's got a mana now, which is great. They split their attention. One goes on Malf, one goes on you, and you both walk away okay. That's perfect. Varian, Falstad, and Rehgar thought it was a good idea. No, I don't think Reactive Parry is worth it that much against these guys. And I mean, you've already got a pretty tanky team. I think the extra damage is worth a lot more. Like, Varian gets most of his damage from his trait, so it doesn't really matter. Hey, nice flip. So yeah, like, Varian's damage is from his trait, so... And then Falstad attacks super quick. He doesn't hit that hard, he just hits fast. And yeah. Rehgar does hit kind of hard, but it's not enough to warrant a block. You can maybe try flip. Yeah, flip him into towers. Like right there. Okay, nice. You could have done that quicker. There you go. We still got the kill. You can see there you had like, we were a little bit slow doing that. Like the route was beautiful, but it worked out in the end, so that was nice. It's good that you recognized the opportunity and got it. After doing it a bit quicker would be a good idea. And here you just want to like fight as hard as you fucking can and just kill fools. Like he's super fucking dead. Okay, nice, that's a tribute for you guys. Awesome stuff. Notification text. Hero name! One thing to note as well is like you don't always, like you don't have to combo QE every single time. Like E does work without Q being comboed if they're out of position, so... Yeah, I do like Shield Surge, by the way. I think it's really nice. So, yeah, it's good. And the talents, how are the other talent picks going? Standard enough stuff for the most part. Kelthis trait build. Okay. Nazeebo's a bit of a funky build. Regen Master on Nubarak, as usual. Especially against Kelthis Alarak. I think that's a bad choice. And then I don't like the Varian level 1 talent anymore. But anyway, apart from that. Amateur Opponent would be nice. I know I actually like you're kind of like focusing down the correct minions and stuff. You could be using your W to double hit. That's okay. Nice with Falstad being dead. You're not going to have much of a window because you can just fly in. But a little bit of a window to maybe make something happen. Maybe. You guys are also up at talent tier, which is nice. We've gone for the warp. Sickness, I like that a lot, so we're going to go for like an E build to try lock him down. I think it's a good choice. I think it'll be very effective. Okay, good stuff. He slowed down. He almost lives because of his level 4. But you still get the kill. Good stuff. I think this is great that you're like moving forwards kind of aggressively, trying to spot them, zone them out. Nice. Good stuff. I like it a lot. I think stealing away the siege camp is a pretty good play, but yeah, okay, cool. You got enough people coming. Bit of an unnecessary route. I think they can actually see that, and that gives it away. Pity you don't have Amateur Opponent for this, but oh well. Again, good focus. Oh, whoops, dismounted. That's a nice little steal. I like it. Top lane's in a bit of trouble. We shall see how it goes. Nazeebo was there. You're obviously not in position to kill this Falstad at all. Chat is moving so slow, everyone will see that I'm gay. Congratulations, Zap Badger. We don't judge, we're open-minded. You're so far away, I think you just stay bottom and you soak the wave. Like, you just push in the wave, get level 10, then you can throw your global heroic up top, and it's fine. I don't think there's any point in you running up top here. Like, your team gets this anyway. Oh, nice. Nice flippy swap. Get him! Get him! You got him! Nice! Cue that wave! Don't die! No! Nice, you got him! Nice! Nice flip. You're doing pretty good at these flips, man. You're pretty good. Oh! Oh, there we go. Alarak pulls him out of the thing. That's actually a good suppression pulse as well. I like that. Yeah, you're playing this game well. I like it. I dig it. Like a normal swap on the Falstad would work pretty well. Teammates are super low on HP though. Hopefully they're gonna be okay. I think like going for a QE combo there is like too obvious. Alright, you're overstaying here for sure. Like, you're in a lot of trouble. Okay, make it out. Phew, close. Yeah, you got the damage dealers pushing in one lane, the tank and support pushing in the other.
Head to a healing fountain.
Alright, cool. Got a top. That's an opportunity to Hearthstone right there. You're not really under too much map pressure. You save the well for fighting a tribute. But okay. Hinterland Blast type. And before KT Pyroblast and Uberak. And before he Pyroblast Varian and Varian blocks it with a W. Okay, got Colossus Smash. That's definitely something to watch out for. Luckily for you, he hasn't got the other W talents, which I think would serve him a lot better here. That's okay. Pyroblast is okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst. Okay, mistime that swap. I think that's pretty clear. You could have got him. You should maybe die anyway, though. Enemy team just got their boss. Okay, cool, he killed the Zebo. I think you can... you should definitely take your boss. No, that siege camp? No, take the boss. The boss is so much more important. You need to be very careful. Like, you're putting yourself in a pretty rough spot here. Like, if he CC'd you and then Varian went in... then you guys are killing the boss so slowly because you're not actually there. So... Deadly Charge is actually really good. Peekapoo, gonna have your third Hero Slimes match today. Wish me luck. Good luck! Second Wind is definitely underwhelming, and he's got the worst spec for it to use as well. And your teammates are fighting here. Okay, good suppression pulse. Whoa, the wombo is real. I knew said Pyroblasting a noob was wrong. It worked great. He's dead as fuck. Nice. Alright, cool. So that's a tribute for you guys. I used to be pushing in that bottom keep.
Mayhem.
I gotta be trying to get as much damage as possible in that bottom keep while they're dead. But well, we got big waves to clear around the place. We're gonna go there. Yeah, this is an opportunity to Hearthstone and then run up. Look at this juking. They're all ranged though, so you're not actually juking much. Nice though. Perfect Q value. Unfortunately your team aren't fighting all of them. It's a good suppression pulse. It's the best you can do. Unfortunately, 4v5s do not go well for anyone. So rip your teammates. Nothing you could do there. That's just their fault. The sound of silence. Again, this is another time when amateur opponent would be great. You can kill these things so easy. Oh, what talents did we get? Triple strike? Okay. I actually think that's kind of a mistake. Like, triple strike is nice and all, but like if you're then warp sickness, I think you want to upgrade that with graviton vortex more often than not. I don't see you going giant killer in this game or titan killer. Rip Kelthis. I think you did it again as much as you can, just like calling them to back up. The rage is real. Yeah, I can understand you being kind of mad. It's like they're just trolling. You don't want to go in. Like, you want to give this up completely. Like, you're now getting tilted and making mistakes. There's no way you want to be here. You're just going to take zillions of millions of damage for nothing. ECC's jumping in. Hopefully everyone doesn't get themselves killed. Alright, the flank from our Alarak does get a kill. That's good. Teammates, yeah. There was nothing wrong with you going solo top. In fact, that was it was the perfect call. That's exactly what you wanted to do. They should not have been fighting 4v5 bottom. It's as simple as that. But like, it was a massive minion wave pushing your keep. Of course you want to take it. It's your teammate's problem for not working around that. And then Kelthis, he's playing like shit in this late game. Now, you got tilted and you died there for no reason as well. That's something you could improve, and you could well lose a keep because of this. Good suppression pulls. Oh no, EGC knocked him away. No! Q him! You hit him with your Q right there. Oh, too slow. You could have Q'd over the wall, like this way. I think he lives now. Oh, rip. This is a real throw. This is a real throw. Nice kill. Good job. What did you get at 16, by the way? Alright, Titan Killer. Titan Killer, yeah. I think I think the fucking Sonic Wound or something would have been a bit better. Oh, so close. Skelth is just about loose. Nice. I don't think Titan Killer fits that well. Like, they've got very low max HP overall. I don't think you need it. Man, like, you guys have already given up so much for that fucking siege camp. It's such a waste. Taking this boss is something of a risk as well, but you could, but you need the whole team there. I think clearing out this mid lane is the best option. But you need to move as 5. You can't go in now. Like, it's a waste of time. You need to clear that mid wave. Like, you're not going to be able to do that. The damage dealers are down there. Kelthis is raging. Is Cocoon the better ult versus Sylvanas and Uther? I don't know. Cocoon's not super useful. Especially because he's solo tanking Uberak. It's a big mistake. He's so squishy. Like, you definitely don't want to go boss. Okay, the tribute. This opens up a nice opportunity. Hopefully Malf doesn't kill himself. You're definitely pinging too much. The tilt for your whole team is real here. It's a good flip and he should die. Throw down suppression pulse on top of these guys too if you want to. Kelthis takes a lot of damage. Kelthis dies. State dive is late. Oh, it's done. Rip your team. I think you guys had that so much better. I think it's a real... like, a lot of things went pretty wrong there. It started off so well with the kill. And then, like, people's focus was split very much so. Like, the builds as well don't particularly... Like, this build doesn't particularly help anything. I really think that, you know, the Graviton Vortex... Yeah, that's what it's called. And then Psionic Wound would have fit your team comp a lot better here. Hindered Motion. Projected Force has to be probably one of the worst talents here. Unfortunately. But oh well. We also got Life Seed hype. But yeah. That's it. Like, you guys really should have won that fight. It had such a good start. But yeah, like, they can take the boss. I don't think there's anything you can do about that. I mean, like, there it goes. It's gone. Then they can go take your boss as well. This is a very tough situation. Telekinesis build. Well, I mean, it's like Quick Mind halves the cooldown. It's so much better.
Shall we see who
So who knows why he's going for that.
this time?
Now, Kelthus has gone to defend against the boss. He's very weak at fighting a boss, so that basically means he shouldn't be there. Like, Kelthus needs to come to your team. He's not going to. So you're going to lose the second boss. You're going to lose this tribute fight as well. Luckily, this guy keeps overextending this Nasibo, but you're in a rough spot. Like, you're just dead here. There's no way around it. It's a real pity as well that you don't have Mosh Pit. I mean, how many interrupts do they have? An Uberak can interrupt, but that's it. So that sucks. What was that damage? That's Colossus Smash Varian, and that's how a team fight goes when Kelthus isn't there. So Kelthus screwed you up there. Really hard. Kelthus really fucked you up. Because he wasn't there, and now he's just gonna solo and die. Kelthus is throwing the game for you guys. So hard. But like, yeah. Kelthus isn't there to stop him getting a curse. And like, he doesn't do much damage to a boss anyway. Yeah, it's a real throw, and Kelthus is responsible for 70 to 80% of it. Playing crap, being in the wrong spot, flaming the team.
The enemy is attacking your core.
Hinterland Blaster on point.
Lost to keep.
Not enough damage. The damage is fine. Yeah, it's a real pity you don't have Mosh Pit. Would have been a lot more useful. So, I don't see how you could win this now. You might have enough. It's a good route. Nah, the boss. I didn't see this. It's the boss. Yeah, it's over. Just kill this. Everyone is flaming.
Defeat.
Kelthus is like, Malva's like, you guys threw. Kelthus is like, yeah, you did. Artanis and ETC are bad. I love ETC. You're the worst player in the team. Oh man. I like that. ETC throwing down the truth bombs. You're the worst player in the team, man. You're the worst player. That was pretty rough for you. I think you could have tweaked the talent build a good bit. And I think, you know, it was tough. Honestly, I think for the most part you did okay. Like, you had that one really derpy death where you got mad at Kelthus, you tilted, walked in the enemy team and died. You could have avoided that. And then apart from that, like, I think you did pretty well, all things considered. I think the talent build wasn't ideal. And then, like, yeah, like trying to fight over the boss. It was really tough at the end. Like, that throw at the end, it was like you really needed to fight. They had a tribute. They would have got the curse. Top boss fighting during curse. They can take the bottom boss. They can end. Oh boy. The Malf call for Artanis pick. I think the Artanis pick was okay. The Artanis pick was okay. I think it's fine. Like, I don't think there's any problems with your composition, per se. I think the big problem was just with the Kelthus. Like, that's really the big problem. Kelthus in the wrong place at all the wrong times. I mean, the big throw was when you went top to clear out the huge minion wave, which was completely no, sorry, not ridiculous. Completely legit. And then your team, again, I wasn't even paying attention to what they're doing because it's so obvious that they shouldn't be doing anything aggressive. But they went somewhere and died 4v5. You know, it's just really rough when that happens. There's nothing you can do about it. You're completely in the right spot. In fact, you should have Hearthstoned and gone up to clear that wave for a bit more mana, but there was like, that was rough. Like, that was a big throw. That gave the enemy team a big in back into the game, and there's nothing you can do about that. Like, what happens if your team goes and dies 4v5 and then blames you? It's just they're bad. That's the only real legit thing. Like, it's a huge minion wave. You need to take it for XP. You need to take it to stop damage against the keep. It's that simple. And it's obvious. Like, that's not really a complicated strategy at all. So, that sucks. The talent builds, there's obviously a bunch of derpy talents like Life Seed, and the Deadly Charge is actually really good. I think Deadly Charge is fine. The Pyroblast isn't the end of the world. Life Seed is very bad though. That's for sure. But yeah. It's a pity he didn't have Mosh Pit. Like, I guess he was assuming they'd have Mighty Gust, but they didn't. So, yeah. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Anyway, guys, we don't have time for another game. Coming to the end of the stream. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry for we got loads of replays sent in. I didn't get through them all at all. We're well short. But yeah, actually, I'm going to link one more time. We've got a bunch more votes coming in. Deadly Charge got us 2 kills. I think Deadly Charge is a good talent. It's underrated. But yeah, here we have the poll. It's neck and neck so far between Nub Streams and Nub Live. We got Nub VODs and then others, but no one left a suggestion. But yeah, get your votes in to get the name of the live stream channel. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. I will see you next Tuesday. I might stream on Monday on my own channel. I don't know, but if not, next Tuesday will be, I think it's supports only stream on Tuesday. So that'll be fun. We'll see. I'm not expecting anyone, hopefully, to rage against us for saying we're going to play supports. We can play Taronda if not, if there's someone else who picks a support. Am I viewing every replay sent to me? No, we don't have time to get through them all, sadly. Sexy Nubcake's gonna miss you till then. I'll miss you too, hey, Stark. But, yeah, I'm gonna be pretty busy at the weekend. But moving forwards, I'm gonna be streaming more. And yeah, stay tuned for all that sort of stuff. Lots more stuff coming out. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.